Hello everyone, this is Fietena and welcome back to Genshin Impact. So, there is a new timed quest, which is Soulblazers Snowbound Journey, and it offers a new weapon and a crown, so that means it's probably going to be big. They usually do have one around this time of year. So let us read the invitation letter. Perseverance, courage, speed. The Dragonspine International Cross Country Challenge is about to begin. This is the one race challenge that every serious runner dreams of, the ultimate proving ground for one's abilities. Armed with perseverance, courage, and speed, runners will hit the trails of Dragonspine, overcoming complex terrain and bone-chilling weather to reveal their true mettle. The Dragonspine International Cross Country Challenge is about to kick off. This year's event will see teams from Natlan, Zumeru, Inazuma, Liyue, and Mondstadt vying for the winner's crown. If you're a runner confident and feeling up to the challenge, then this race is for you. We also welcome all fans to attend and show their support. Oops, I went too far down. I think? Nope, I didn't. Signed, the Dragonspine International Cross Country Challenge Organization Committee. We have such a thing, considering how treacherous Dragonspine used to be. I mean, maybe not anymore, but its lack of Durin has been a recent development.
Hey, it's a flyer for a competition. The Dragonspine International Cross Country Challenge. Huh, never heard of this before.
Me neither.
International means there's gonna be people from all over Tibet taking part. Sounds like fun. We should check it out if we have time.
And hello there, Snoopy Pants. We are just beginning a timed quest for Genshin Impact, seeing as I probably won't have a whole lot of other time to get to it. So it is going to be over in Dragonspine, where a lot of these winter events tend to be. Almost like it's the most wintry area we have. Okay, pass through these arches, which kind of remind me a little bit of the ones in Liyue, which I mean, I guess this is a mountain that's on the borders between the nations.
Wow! So many tents! Paimon's never seen Dragonspine this busy before. Wait, look! It's Amber!
I guess since I was just doing all the little side quests in Liyue last time. Well, last time for me, if you're watching on Twitch. On YouTube, I don't know where this is gonna go.
Hey there, Amber!
Ah! Honorary Knight, Paimon! Sorry, I was chatting away and didn't even notice you arrive. It's so good to see you again.
What are you up to?
Oh, I was just discussing competition stuff with Mr. Hines. So what brings you to Dragonspine? Not a commission, I assume?
Nope. We just saw some cool flyer and thought we'd come see what all the fuss is about.
I got where the fun is. I was hoping we might run into some old friends, as usual.
Well then, you've come to the right people. Mr. Hines and I are staff on the organizing committee here.
Hello, Honorary Knight. And you must be Paimon.
I know it's an actual German name, but since Heinz is such a super duper brand of ketchup here that almost everybody uses, it's all I can think of is, hello, Mr. Ketchup.
Field Officer Hines, First Company, Knights of Favonius. It's an honor to meet you both. The contest hasn't kicked off yet. We're still in the process of issuing the spectator tickets and VIP tickets. Speaking of which, take these. We reserved a couple of VIP tickets for you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You mentioned an organizing committee. Is that for the Dragonspine International Cross Country Challenge? That's what we saw on the flyer.
Yup, the organizing committee is a joint effort between the Knights of Favonius and representatives from Springvale. More specifically, Hines and I are in charge of registrations and security, while the Springvale team is responsible for refereeing and support. So any problems, just come find us. We're here to make sure all contestants and spectators have an enjoyable experience.
We can always count on you. We'll be delighted to spectate.
This is the biggest contest of its kind we've ever had. A lot of international contestants have signed up, even some from Natlan. It's sure to be an exciting few days.
Oh, Natlan? I think I know who you mean. If we're thinking of the same team, there's this one contestant with pink hair and a really impressive pair of horns on her head. Also, she has a huge appetite. A lot of the staff really enjoy dining with her. The way she relishes her food, it puts everyone else in the mood to eat too. Then there's the girl with the stripy yellow and black tail. It's so fluffy and cute. But she seems super super cool, though. I wouldn't dare call her cute to her face.
Okay, those definitely sound like people we know.
Varessa and Shilonen.
Oh, no way! You know them?
Well, considering I
Well,
go
if you
everywhere.
wanna find them. Their team's camp is over there. Their tent has a really unique design. You can't miss it. Honestly, it's a really cool camp in general. Plus, they brought a whole stash of comic books with them.
Paimon sees it! We'll go check it out later. Thanks, Amber.
Great. Oh, and when you do, any chance you could borrow one of their comic books for me?
Is it a series I
Their team's always
recognize?
talking about the comics they read, and it's gotten me kind of curious. I would go ask them myself, but I can't really leave my post.
Sure, no problem. Leave it to us.
Anyway, Soulblazers Snowbound Journey Part 1. The Shining Warriors take the stage. How's editing going? It's going. It's going kind of slow because I've been busy. But I am still working on it, I promise. It just might not always be as fast as I want to get to it, you know? It depends on how much energy I have at the end of a day, too. There's some days I come home and it's like, this isn't happening. Are there other names that end with Z from German culture? Yeah, probably a ton. It's just Heinz here is so popular as a ketchup brand. That's what it makes me think of.
Are Varessa and Shilonen around?
Ah, so you're looking for the captain and vice captain.
Traveler? I thought I was seeing things. I can't believe it's really you.
Oh, Ronnie, how's that thesis coming along?
Don't even go there. Please. I'm supposed to be on vacation here. However much I want to finish my thesis, I'm only human. I've been fighting a losing battle with it recently.
Me and my editing when people talk about it.
Right now, I feel completely defeated by it. It's knocked me to the ground, and I'm just gonna lie here until I'm ready to get up and face it again. Until then, I'm begging you, please, please don't bring up my thesis.
Yep, me and editing. Like I said, I'm getting to it. The one video I'm working on is like 6 hours long, so it takes several days to get through that one for editing. Sorry.
Wow! We've run into so many people we know already. What a small world! Since we all know Varessa and Shilonen, that makes things a lot easier. We heard they're taking part in the cross-country contest, so we thought we'd come say hi.
They're not here right now. But if you're not in a hurry, you're welcome to stick around the camp and wait.
Sounds good. Your tents are really cool, by the way. Ah, and there's that stash of comic books Amber mentioned.
Looks like Amber wasn't exaggerating. You're all big comic fans? I'm trying to know if that's a series I recognize or not.
Oh yeah, a friend of ours mentioned that. Hearing you all talk about comic books got her interested too.
And I mean within the Honkai and Genshin universe, not like an actual anime.
Which series have you guys been reading?
Comics? So, you two are fellow comic book lovers? And so the truth comes to light.
Intensity draws intensity. The strongest will surely cross paths with the strongest. Thus it was written, and thus has it come to pass.
You approach us humbly in search of the truth.
And I, Tong Yigang, will show you the light. The series you speak of is a Bible to us, the Legion of Soulblazers, and its name is the Soulblazer Saga.
Don't recognize that one in the lore, and I'm trying to make sense if they're parodying a certain anime, but if they are, I don't know if I'd recognize it.
But what is a Soulblazer, I hear you ask? And what kind of organization is the Legion of Soulblazers?
Wasn't asking. I think you're hearing things.
Yigang, answer me this. What are the founding tenets of the Legion of Soulblazers?
Answer you I shall. Tenet the first. If you think bitter tears and strong words are enough to broker peace, you are woefully naive. Tenet the second. I pledge to give my life fighting the forces of eternal darkness, even if we fight in vain.
We, the Legion, swear to follow the Soulblazers even unto death. Our motto is...
Through pain and defeat, I shall never fear. I will always champion love and imagination.
Also, it may interest you to know that those two tenets are actually taken directly from the series itself. Soulblazer 6, Shadow of Tenebrium.
Okay.
Why aren't you saying anything? Didn't that make you feel something? Like, light a fire in your heart? Not even a little spark?
Sorry if I'm not into the series, I don't know the references.
It was all kind of abstract. Paimon couldn't really follow.
This is a failure of immeasurable proportions.
You'd better stop lighting fires in people's hearts, or you'll burn them to a crisp.
Vice Captain! Thank goodness you're back. Listen, we have a situation.
It's okay, I don't need all that. The look on the Traveler and Paimon's faces tells me everything I need to know.
Shilonen's like, you've lighted something and it's called cringe. I'm completely lost, can you explain?
Let me guess. Alrani and Tong Yigong said a bunch of stuff and it was all pretty baffling, right? Yeah, just think of it as them kidding around, like an inside joke you're not in on. They probably hit you with a barrage of quotes from the Soulblazer saga, a comic book series published by the publishing house. Also, every time you hear Legion of Soulblazers, think comic book fan club.
Oh, okay. That clears everything up. Well, that's it. Why did this fan club suddenly decide to meet in Mondstadt?
I mean, I got that much of it. It's just a series I'm unfamiliar with.
Well, beats me, but I'm sure they'll happily answer that question, with plenty of gratuitous passion and drama.
The usual scathing accuracy.
I'm pretty sure Alrani doesn't even know why they're here. But if you ask them, they'll probably say something like...
Because we are Soulblazers. The passion of youth is strong with us, and it demands that we heed the call to adventure. With every great trial comes great opportunity.
Yeah, something like that. But more to the point though, it was one of their members, Minnie, who suggested they hold their next meeting here. The Dragon Spying Cross-Country Contest? Was her idea too. And after much consideration, they thought Minnie's suggestion was a good idea, so they went ahead with it. And that's how the Legion of Soulblazers and I ended up here.
So, any chance I can borrow one of your comic books? Or can my friend come here and read them?
Absolutely! I made sure to bring a few extra copies in case we happen to run into some like-minded people. Who's your friend? Where are they based?
She's right next to me, floating.
She's actually on the organizing committee.
Oh, that
Her
one.
name's Amber. Wears a red bow. Bubbly personality. Does that ring a bell?
Oh, I know who you mean. She's super friendly. I can run over a copy to her right now.
I'll come with.
Perfect. Thanks, you two. Oh, and Traveler, you still want to say hi to Veressa? She's over at the training grounds.
Totally escaped my mind that Amber asked for one. Late night brain. Gotta love it.
Yeah.
Won't you come with us?
My nap will have to wait then. Okay, fine if you insist. Let's go.
Best not to nap in this weather anyway.
Veressa and Minnie are training together. They've been at it all day. But it is freezing out here. So it's time to call it.
You're not trying to be rude, but can you just cut the long videos into smaller part 1s and 2? Technically I could. I'd really prefer not to do that though, because then I have to also like re-edit all the thumbnails and stuff too. And I kind of don't like my videos not having an intro and an outro. So I'd also have to re-record and re-edit for those, and I'm just, nope.
Thanks. It'll be nice to have something to read after my shift ends.
Don't mention it. I'm always happy to meet people who share my interests.
Ditto that.
And it's the same amount of editing either way, whether I make it a long video or a short video, since I have to comb through the whole thing either way. Okay, so that's over here. Probably easiest to walk, I would assume. So it's like the same amount of work for me. Actually, it's probably more if I edited it into smaller videos, since I'd have to render multiple times and make new beginning and end points. It's just that when you have videos that start being, you know, like 6+ hours long and you have to re-edit them, it takes a long time. So sorry about that. I am working on it. But between that and also being really, really sick this year, it's just really swept my feet out from under me. So I'm doing my best. Videos will be coming back up, hopefully. But at the moment, they're not my first priority. And you can see more about that over on my social media. Without going into too much crazy here.
Hey, Marissa! We've come to watch you train.
Wait, was that Paimon? Paimon, Traveler! I've missed you guys so much.
Aw. You can give hugs now. The animation has progressed. You and Shilonen tell the rest about the events of the day.
Alrani and Igong were just quoting lines at you? A way to make a first impression.
To be fair, they probably thought we were in the same
Exactly.
fandom.
Their whole conversation was like a closed loop. Even Paimon couldn't find a way in.
If it were me, I would have started with maximum power.
That doesn't exactly welcome people into the conversation either. Especially not when they see you hoisting Minnie up into the air and spinning her around in circles the first time you all meet up, before anyone's even said a word.
Oh, crumbs. Yeah, now I think about it, that's pretty embarrassing. I mean, we all kind of knew each other, but only through writing letters and trading illustrations. That was our first time meeting in person. I just got overexcited when I recognized Minnie. Couldn't help myself.
Hold on. You two traveled here together, right? So, why did you say the Legion of Soulblazers and I when you were introducing everyone earlier?
Aren't you part of their team?
No, it's because I'm not a member of their fan club. Nepeka is. I'm sort of standing in for her.
Nepeka, how's she doing these days? I don't think I've met this character yet at the time of recording. I think she is the Sumeru one with the cat?
Yeah, pretty good. She's eating, getting enough sleep, and doing well in her studies. Hooked on comic books, though. And that's where Minnie comes in. They're, pen pals. Nepeka's always telling me how amazing Minnie is. She's such a great artist, knows how to make comic book props, gives the best life advice.
No, I was thinking of Nefer. Nepeka is the NPC that was in her tribal quest, so she was the little girl with the cat ears. Now I remember, I had to look it up.
Honestly, she made her sound more like a mom than a peer, so I was pretty surprised when I got her and found out that nope, Minnie's actually pretty young. Anyway, when Nepeka heard that Minnie had suggested a cross-country contest on Dragonspine, she wanted to join in. But she's in no condition for extreme sports, and, well, she knows it, so instead, she asked me to go represent her at the contest and say hi to Minnie while I'm here.
And I'd been preparing to go traveling for a while anyway, so we figured we'd team up.
Uh-huh, and before I knew it, I'd inexplicably ended up with the title of Vice Captain.
Well, yeah. You were the obvious choice. You're clearly captain material, and, you know, the best vice captains are the ones you can turn to and say, keep this up. I know you'll make captain one day.
You could also argue that the person who is clearly captain material should be made captain, but hey, what would I know? Never mind. I refuse to get drawn into that whole discussion. Anyway, I'm mostly here to buy souvenirs for Nepeka. Oh, it's like a Soulblazer themed,
Yeah, sometimes those anime decisions don't always make sense, but for the sake of the plot and for certain characters succeeding, you kinda just have to make concessions.
Merch!
Oh, okay, merch, I guess. Basically badges, novelty note paper with character art, reprints of old comics, painted wooden character cutouts. What's with that look, Faressa? Did I say something wrong?
No, nothing's wrong. It's just kind of strange hearing you talk all about that merch with such a straight face. The thought of Shilonen, the master craftswoman, carrying boxes of merch back home to Natlan? It's such a funny image. That's a pretty long list, too. Did Nepeka really ask for all that?
Oh, no, she'd never ask other people to buy gifts for her. It's not in her nature. But based on what I know about her, I'm sure she'll appreciate some, merch. I'm Still prefer souvenirs, personally, but...
Oh, definitely! Nepeka will be over the moon! You really understand her, Shilonen. You're like her older sister.
Oh, close enough. I mean, we are technically family. Although we haven't known each other long, so I can't claim to understand her that well. I'm still learning.
Push-up. I mean, Veressa, I finished my push-ups.
That's what you were doing. I could see you running around in the snow, but that's definitely not a push-up, honey.
That makes 4 sets, right? Good job! Time for a breather. Minnie, I'd like to introduce you to the Traveler and Paimon. They're friends of me and Shilonen. We met in Natlan.
Wait. Blonde hair, flying companion. Are you Mondstadt's honorary knight?
Pleased to meet you.
Wow. I can't believe I get to meet you in person. I heard about you from my older brother. He works at the tavern, so he hears all the local gossip from the customers. Apparently, you go from nation to nation, making a huge name for yourself each time? Like a real-life comic book hero. So cool. Do you mind if I ask you a question? Of all the adventures you've had, which is the most memorable?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Considering the present company, you elect to recount some of your adventures.
Wow, incredible! Sounds like Fietena's homeland is just as magical as in the stories.
Probably Liyue and Natlan, like I said, have been my favorites so far. I kind of merge Mondstadt and Liyue together still in my brain, just because of the times I actually played them, so I'd fuse those together, so the beginning of the quest and then later Natlan are still my favorites.
Oh, you have no idea. Where I'm from, in the Collective of Plenty, we live right next to a huge volcano. And when it erupts, it sends fireballs shooting all over the place. Super dangerous, obviously, but it's the perfect place for hero training.
You know how much I've always wanted to take a trip away from Mondstadt? Just get away and see the outside world.
You totally should. Mondstadt's supposed to be the land of freedom, right? So, what's stopping you?
It's just... If the honorary knight's journey is anything to go by, it sounds so daunting. Surely you gotta be really tough to keep pressing on through so many dangers. I just don't know if I'm up to it.
The Traveler sets a pretty high bar for toughness, that's for sure. But you know, we each make our own journey at our own pace. So stay strong and soldier on. Just like Fietena. In moments of doubt, following her example will never lead us astray.
You're right. Okay, I won't give up. If nothing else, I have to make good on the deal with my parents. Train hard and get a good race time.
A deal with your parents? You didn't mention that before.
What kind of parent sends a child to do athletics on Dragonspine Mountain?
Oh, yeah. Well...
You'll be fine. I do the same thing with my coach Yansan. Before every competition, I promise her I'll get a better result than the last time. You can never know for sure how it'll go, but sometimes having that pressure can really help with motivation. That being said, you can't forget to have fun. Don't lose sight of that. It's the whole reason you organized this Dragonspine meetup in the first place.
You're right. Still, this is a competition. Sure, I might not win, but I still want to be proud of my result.
Alrighty. Well, if you want to kick some butt in this contest, then let's get back to training.
Sure. Watch out, Veressa. This time, I'm gonna keep up with you.
Enough. You only just finished training. Veressa, I'm sure you're still raring to go, but Minnie, you have to rest if you want to recover.
But I'm fine.
And you need to eat. Eating is very important.
Your stomach begs to differ. Sounds like it's time to eat.
Yep. You gotta eat hard to train hard.
Don't undereat and don't overtrain. That is actually very true advice.
It's true. Diet is an essential part of any training program. I can share Coach Yansan's special recipes with you. You'll wake up tomorrow bursting with energy. Guaranteed.
So like with me, with all the limited diet I currently have for what I'm capable of eating, I have found that I'm capable of eating cottage cheese, and I have thus become one of the cottage cheese in everything people.
Really? What about the local food in Mondstadt, though? Any idea what would make a good post-workout meal?
Cottage cheese!
I'm not too sure, but you can never go wrong by listening to your stomach.
Really? Because mine betrays me constantly.
I think start with a meat NATO, then move on to
Meat
a grilled
NATO?
fish and mint sauce, a few tacos, some stuffed and mashed potatoes, wash it down with a grain fruit meat soup, then finish it off with an apple roly-poly for dessert.
Okay, the fact that it showed the fish when it said that just made me think of Sharknado, and she just eats the Sharknado.
What? All that for one person?
Yup. Open your mind and stomach, relish the delicious flavors, and before you know it, you'll demolish everything.
Oh yeah, working out like this absolutely makes you so hungry. Okay, back to camp. Let's see. I'll come in from this way. Less issue. But yes, cottage cheese as various substitutes. I like it on toast. I like it just as is, honestly. So many people try to find ways to make it more palatable. It's like, I'll just eat it out of the jar.
Oh, we're almost back at the camp. After what Shilonen was saying earlier, let me give this to you before I forget. Here, the Soulblazers Saga Volume 2. I figured other people might want to read it, so I made sure to bring some extra copies. Unfortunately, it looks like I somehow forgot to pack Volume 1 in my luggage. Shame. It's always best to start from the beginning when you're trying to get your friends into a new comic series. Anyway, take a look in your free time, see what you think. I really hope you like it. It would be so cool to have an awesome person like you in the fan base.
Thanks, I'll give it a look when I get the chance.
Alright. We're gonna meet back up with the others. Come hang out with us again soon, okay?
I mean, you could give me a plot summary for Volume 1.
Whatever happened to the best defense is a good offense. Wanjiru, what are we waiting for?
Patience, Fietena. Timing is everything. Our victory depends on it.
There he is! Wanjiru is right.
I was gonna say, isn't that just Mabuika?
First lesson, Fietena. How to decide when the moment is right. The leader of this horde of monsters has now shown himself. Defeating him is the key to turning the tide. Now the real battle can begin. Fietena, are you ready? This is what we've been waiting for. Come on!
Maybe Natlan doesn't have copyright.
Wanjiru tells me this is Fietena's first battle.
If she gets scared, she can hide behind us.
You guys are underestimating her.
Quit joking around, guys. Yes, this is my first battle, but I'll make it one to remember. The Pyro Archon will face down the leader while we mop up the minions. That's the plan, right? There's no backing out now. Let's do this!
Why did it have to end there? Fietena and her buddies fought an amazing battle! Paimon really wants to see what happens next!
Well, that means eventual Volume 3.
Let's go meet up with Paressa and her team when we get the chance. We can ask them what happens in the next volume!
Anyway, Part 1 complete. The Shining Warrior takes the stage. Now for the minigames to unlock. The bigger question is, what is this little comic book going to allude to? Alright, so we're gonna have at least 4 characters here. Klee, Micah, Yanfei, and Yoimiya. I will probably wait to do those, as they tend to unlock with story until closer to the end. Promise you won't waste your youth. Wait to 800 hours. Anybody around here in the meantime? Don't see them. Sometimes they put secret characters, sometimes they don't. Deeply suspicious Liyue contestant. Liyue contestant training in martial arts. We're here for a cross-country relay race. We should be out on the course checking things out. What good will it do us to sit here meditating? Do not panic. Great trials must be faced with a calm spirit. Meditation is training for the mind. If they're suspicious now, then what will they be later? Leisurely Springvale contestant. It's not about winning, it's about taking part. Well, at least he has a good attitude about it. Self-confident Sumeru contestant. The climate is so much better than the desert, and the food here is not bad either. I mean, it depends. It can get pretty darn cold. Exasperated Inazuma contestant and confused Inazuma contestant. It's so easy to get lost on this mountain. I almost missed the turning for the camp. You can't blame that on the mountain. Yes, it's not the easiest terrain to navigate, but you have no sense of direction. Heck, you can barely find the toilet in your own home. Oh wait, there's some people. These are probably the actual mini events though. Including probably over here. If I talk to these, I kind of wonder if it's going to trigger the actual individual events. That's what I'm saying! We've figured it out. Eula detests rigid, stuffy people the most. You know, the kind with narrow-mindedness written all over their faces. They always get stuck obsessing over the tiniest details, and all they do is trip people up on every little step. Maybe they wear a monocle and can't go anywhere without a book in their hands. But when you take a closer look, you realize they haven't really read it through and are just using it as a prop. What they're really trying to do is to put on a so-called intellectual aura and get a leg up on you before the conversation even starts. Yeah, that was spot on. I can picture it already. Yanfei and Amber? Now that's a duo Paimon's never seen before. What are you two chatting about? Is there someone Eula detests, but she detests everyone?
Oh, hey Honorary Knight and Paimon, you're here. Yanfei and I were discussing if we should have a few big bad snowmen as Easter eggs in our game.
Like the previous event.
Oh, like targets that look like monsters? We were thinking that, apart from the more typical monsters, we could also include some less traditional characters. Looks like Yanfei and I share too many similar ideas about the casting.
Yanfei didn't expect to see you here. What a pleasant surprise. Everybody here looks so cold with these outfits. I never imagined the two of you would meet up.
It's kind of amazing seeing you side by side. Paimon can tell right away that you really click. Yeah, I'm really surprised to run into Lumine and Paimon in Mondstadt too. You know, this isn't actually my first time in Mondstadt. I've helped with several civil lawsuits here before. This time, Yao Yao and I had just finished up our work when I happened to hear about the opening of the Dragonspine International Cross Country Challenge. It's a very big mouthful, so I thought I'd check it out. As it turns out, after I reached the venue, I ran into Amber while asking for directions. We hit it off immediately. So I decided to come and try the game Amber's managing and chip in with some suggestions. Any friend of Eula is a friend of mine too, and fun games are meant to be enjoyed together with other people. Want to give this a try, Honorary Knight and Paimon? This minigame is called Jade Pitching, and it's designed to help our guests from far and wide to unwind and ease their stress. Yeah, let's practice our snowball fighting skills. It might come in handy in the future. And if we ever find ourselves bored with little to do, we can play to see who's better. The loser has to cook.
But I cook for you all the time. Every week I'm required to make you a minimum of 20 dishes. In that case, I can't miss out. I'm pretty good at throwing snowballs.
Snowballs, fireballs, you know all elemental projectiles have something in common.
Inertia?
For someone as skilled in combat as you are, this should be a piece of cake.
Okay, so that unlocks that one. Wow, young knight, looks like you've brought our greatest hero over.
It's our honorary knight and the helper in white. Greetings. Micah and a friend from Natland? What are you guys doing here? We're here to get the word out about something called Sorry Scout. We think it's something adventurers will find really useful.
It combines the mechanical core of the scouting buddy that Amber brought back from Sumeru with the adorable appearance of a little saurian toy my friends from Natlan gave me. Scouting buddy? Oh yeah, Paimon remembers. Just like the scouting buddies from Sumeru, the Sari Scout can be used to perform monster recon and survey unfamiliar terrain. But due to our focus being on the latter, the Sari Scout is designed with a greater emphasis on controllability and precision of movement. So they brought this minigame back. Are you interested in taking it on a test flight honorary night? That's a very serious introduction. There's no need to be so formal. Huh? Perhaps I was a little nervous just now. That must be it. I swear I was more relaxed around you before. It's just that I've been hearing so many stories about you and your friends in other nations lately. Your deeds are getting more and more exceptional. Every time I think about how I need to be helpful and not get in your way, I can't help but tense up again. Yeah, that's such a Micah thing to say. You're doing very well, young knight. Sometimes in Natlan, when a warrior from our tribe runs into Lamine, they get excited and just start blabbering. I've seen folks get so overwhelmed, they can't get a single word out. As someone who works alongside Lamine, you're basically a legend yourself. There's no need for you to be nervous, even when talking to our chief. That's right, you should have more faith in yourself, Micah. I never really thought about it from that point of view before. Anyway, if you test out the Sari Scout and find... Oop, I'm reading it as the wrong character. If you test out the Sari Scout and find it makes the grade, then we'll know for sure that it's a reliable, adorable mechanism that can be a big help in all sorts of adventures. I'm a bit of a testing expert. Let's see what the Sari can do. Fantastic. Let me just make a few final tweaks and then you're good to go. Who are you referring to, Snoopy Pants? During the Frontier Recon, you must control the survey device Sari Scout to fly along the designated path and reach its destination within the time limit, while obtaining as many adventure coins as possible. The more time you have left upon completion and the more adventure coins you obtain, the more points you will get upon completing the challenge. Course obstacles and projectile shields will be present during the challenge, colliding with obstacles to cause you to lose points, while shields will allow Sari Scout to become temporarily immune to obstacles. Dash portals and gathering rings will appear during the challenge. After hitting a dash portal, Sari Scout will dash forward a certain distance. After collecting a gathering ring, Sari Scout will automatically gather nearby adventure coins. Okay, we'll probably need to read that again later. Just because all of this probably doesn't unlock until I can do the beginning ones. It might unlock at the prerequisite stage, or it might unlock with the story. I mean, I could try it in between. Otherwise I might forget. We're ready now, oh great hero. Do you wish to make the Sari Scout go on a test flight? Are you here for the contest too? You're giving me too much credit. I'm not strong enough to compete. I just stopped by to pick up some materials and do some recruiting, that's all. Ever since you and the Pyro Archon, not to mention all those brave warriors, quelled the Great Crisis, the people of Natlan have been able to travel. Our Graffiti Alliance has been expanding and recruiting talented artists from all over the world. Graffiti is a form of expression. When it comes to specific styles, there's plenty of examples of people borrowing techniques from comic books. In fact, I've taken a few commissions drawing comics myself. Translating a highly dynamic scene from paper to wall is quite an achievement. I'm really looking forward to seeing how people of Mondstadt adapt their distinctive art style into graffiti and display it on the walls of mountains. Oh dear, Durin's gone. We get to paint the whole thing. Of course, the most important thing is that everyone only creates graffiti in the areas permitted by administrators. Very important. They should never intentionally damage the local scenery. Remember, it belongs to the wildlife up here too. Let's see. How did you end up working with Micah? I'm so lucky to have met such a professional knight. As the Graffiti Alliance's guru-in-chief, I registered with the Adventurers Guild early on to make it easier to conduct surveys abroad. That way, when I'm scouting for suitable graffiti locations, I won't be arrested for looking suspicious. But the biting cold of Dragonspine and its mountains residents don't seem impressed by my membership. They nearly turned me into a permanent icy exhibit. Thankfully, Micah found me and led me to safety. Otherwise, I might have been done for. Afterwards, it got me thinking. There must be plenty of adventurers who've been stuck in similar situations. Even Micah agreed that surveying the terrain can sometimes be too dangerous. So we tossed some ideas back and forth until we came up with the Sari Scout. Hopefully, once we've collected enough data, the Sari Sari Scout can go into mass production, helping more adventurers and future Graffiti Alliance members. Okay, let's try out the challenge. Here we go. I believe the rapport you've built with your Sarian companions will really help you when you're in command of the Sari Sari Scout. I'm guessing they play like actual Sarians, but they brought robots instead because the Sarians can't really leave. Actually, they can, but it's not good for them to. Climbers never slip on the steep slopes. Among adventurers, there's an old saying from Liyue: going up is easy, coming down is hard. Are you sure? Because it seems the opposite. One's just a bit more dangerous than the other. Bad weather only makes a steep descent even riskier. Oh, they mean like safely because of its frigidness. Fortunately, the Sari Sari Scout never loses its footing. It's a true master of finding the safest way down the mountain. Really, guys? I always find climbing to be kind of the opposite. Going down for me is easy. Whoa. Okay, this little sucker has a burst of speed. Camera's kind of close to him, though, for me to see where I'm going. No! I thought I could turn a certain way. I did not. I can't see! Can I get the camera from out behind my bickets? Thank you! He kind of has a drift to him. I'm going back and forth and I'm not actually doing that. It's like he's sort of auto-correcting. Yeah, there we go. It's a little better if I control him with the camera instead. It doesn't overcorrect as much. There we go, challenge complete. Does it give me an idea of score for how good it is? Let's see, challenge rewards. There we go. At least 900 points. So that one was easy enough. Do they all require 900? I cannot tell. Shallow waterways, countless obstacles. In rain-soaked regions, creeks and small rivers often prove a true nuisance for adventurers. To wade through with effort only to find the opposite shore unfit for camping, or fraught with other troubles, makes all the struggle feel in vain. Fortunately, the Sari Sari Scout can take advantage of its floating mobility to survey the target area ahead of time. Alright, let's go! Missed one. Max your luck? Ah, I see, it's drawing it all in. Probably a good thing, otherwise I'd be missing some of these coins. Nope. I was gonna say I'm gonna hit those ones. Was it worth the hit? Probably. Yeah, we've hit high enough score. We're good. We're 30 points over. We're more than 30 points over. Next, perilous paths and dangerous turns. Uninhabited valleys and ruins strewn with broken walls demand utmost caution from the adventurers. If monsters were to spring into ambush in such a terrain, even escape would prove difficult. Scouts who press the wrong button. Venture these areas ahead of time may even earn handsome rewards, but accidents and injuries are far from rare. With the Sari Sari Scout now in service, such dangers can at least be kept at bay. Oh, slow! Slow down! Oh dear. Don't panic. Yeah, it helps when I have the magnet. Otherwise, I'm a bit of a risk for just running into walls. There we go. And last one. A thing or two about exploring deep caves. Caves are some of the most treacherous places in mountainous regions. The most perilous among them combine 3 dangers into one: steep slopes, waterlogged terrain, and monsters looking just around the bend. Every seasoned adventurer knows that without overwhelming strength, proper preparation is essential before stepping into the unknown. One must carefully study the layout of the cave interior. Note the distribution of creatures, check the stability of rock walls, and gauge how from the ground is beneath their feet. With the Sorry Scout lending a hand, all that painstaking groundwork can now be completed in a fraction of the time. Oh no! I thought that was a magnet! No! I missed out on so many. I thought the power-up was something different and it wasn't. Like that, I'm clearly gonna just go through all the barricades. There's no way I can't. Like that when I tried to slow down. This place better be overpopulated with coins. Am I meant to hit these? One can only assume, maybe. Normally you'd think you're not supposed to, but in this case, maybe if I'm powered up, it doesn't matter. I almost didn't hit the target. Anyway. Stage finito. That's all the rewards for these. Okay. Huzzah. Yeah, I think these are gonna stay. So it might be in my best interest to rotate clock. This counts as next day. And do more story. Maybe I'll just weave them in between.
Wait.
The quest location is currently evolved in another... What? Hello? What did you say? Quest menu and enable focused experience mode. It's probably stuck to this. Let's enable that. I wonder what quest they were stuck in.
Marissa, we finished reading that comic book you gave us. It was pretty cool.
Morning. Wait, you finished it? Wow, that was so quick!
Oh, honey, I can read a whole manga in like a couple hours very easily. I want to know more. I want to understand the whole story. Manga are not that big, and they're not hard to read.
So you two have been won over by Fietena's infectious charisma? It was but a matter of time.
From what we read, it seemed like the Soulblazers were a group of Natlanese heroes who fought against monsters. Also, Malika had a cameo in there. Does that mean the Soulblazers saga is based on historical events?
That's right. It's an adaptation of Natlan's history. All the characters are based on real people. But of course, it's mostly for entertainment. You can't treat it as a history textbook.
The Soulblazers were warriors who fought against the monsters of the Abyss. Their mission? To protect their nation. The finest warrior of all the Soulblazers was Fietena. She is our hero, our role model.
The Pyro Archon has some real cool fight scenes too, though. She fights with real passion. But there's a whole bunch of other comic series that deal with her story specifically. This one is more focused on Fietena's story arc. Her motivations, her rise to greatness, and so on. No matter how desperate things got, she never lost hope. Thanks to her dogged determination, she went from rookie warrior with no understanding of strategy to a formidable commander. Along the way, she became friends with a group of fellow warriors who stuck with each other through thick and thin. Fietena! She's my hero.
This story really means a lot to her.
She seems truly inspired.
Oh, every time my thesis gets rejected, I just think about all the challenges that she faced. And suddenly, my own problems don't seem so insurmountable after all.
Don't worry, Alrani. I have faith in you. You'll get your thesis approved one day.
Aw, Veressa. You bet I will. Trifling thesis, you are no match for me. When I get back to the academia, prepare to be whipped into shape.
So, now that you guys are into this series, you wanna join the Legion?
What does it involve? It's a comic book fan club, right?
Don't stress over it. Yes, we were initially brought together by a shared interest in comics, but ultimately our main purpose is to share life's joys and get rid of life's woes. Whatever comes our way, we have each other, and we can face it together. We discuss comics together, eat together, and chill together.
In that case, Paimon's in!
They mentioned the F word. The magic F word. Food. Got me in too.
Yes! Welcome, welcome!
Captain, what about the welcome ceremony? Or have you forgotten our traditions?
Of course I haven't forgotten. Find a nice open space and wait for me there. I'll just go grab something from the camp.
Alright, Snowblazers Journey Part 2. Now is no time for tears. Okay, where? Okay, it's not too far. I worry sometimes with the verticality in Dragon Spine. Sometimes it's one heck of a cliff to get to, but here's fine.
Here. This is a good spot.
Alrani, do you have any idea what Veressa's fetching from the camp?
Probably the relic we used to swear in new members.
You guys take this super seriously, don't you? You're like a D&D crew that demands cosplay each time. Relic? There she goes.
I'm here. Hope I didn't keep you waiting too long. I sprinted the whole way. Here, take this. It's a Fietena mask. I made it myself.
Thanks! Huh? Isn't this the mask you wear in combat?
That's right. Fietena used to wear a mask in combat too. So the one I made for myself is modeled after hers. Mind if I keep going for a bit?
Not at all! The floor is yours!
The tale of the Soulblazers saga is a long one, told over 12 volumes. The characters go through so many changes along the way, growing and developing as the story progresses.
Only 12 volumes? That's not as big of a commitment as you think it would be.
This mask, for instance, is just one of the 5 different versions Fietena wears during the story. This one is my favorite of them all. At one point, Fietena goes through a tough phase where she's disillusioned after fighting so many battles, but her friends are always there for her even through her darkest time. With their encouragement, she was able to rally and get back on her feet. And this is the mask she wore when she made her comeback. In my view, that makes it the perfect relic to use for inducting new members into the Legion.
Oh, this ceremony just got super ceremonious.
Hold on to it. You're gonna need it during the ceremony.
Oh, Captain, is it time?
Now, Traveler and Paimon, join me in reciting the Legion of Soulblazers Creed, which we will cry out at the top of our lungs.
Oh no, we're high up on a snowy mountain. Everyone's gonna hear us. Wait, we have to shout it?
Yeah. Just imagine you're bursting with praise for the chef after a sensational meal.
But I don't do that either.
For me, sometimes. I get so happy hanging out with my friends that I just want to shout, "Thank you!" as loud as I can. When you believe in something, you shout it for the whole world to hear.
Exactly. I couldn't have put it better myself. Now, repeat after me.
Okay.
Through pain and defeat, we shall never fear.
Through pain and defeat, we shall never fear.
I will always champion love and imagination.
I will always champion love and imagination.
Great! Soulblazers, as of this moment, you are now members of the Legion.
Nice.
I can't wait to tell Shilonen the good news.
If I'm not mistaken, she's out training with Minnie and Igong today.
Got it. All right, let's go.
All right, continue. Interesting little ritual.
Vice Captain, shall we call it a day?
That's enough strength training for now. But we still have racetrack familiarization training. We can't afford to skip it.
Attention, Soulblazers!
It's probably the most important one, actually.
It gives me great pleasure to introduce two new additions to the Legion of Soulblazers. The Traveler and Paimon!
Because honestly, if you're not fit enough by the time you come for this challenge, you're not going to make it either way. So don't focus on that. Terrain familiarization and safety is far more important. The pleasure's all mine. I'll always champion love and imagination. What am I, Sailor Moon?
Alright! Induction complete! Now we're officially Soulblazers!
Ah, welcome to the club! Unfortunately, I don't think we'll be able to hold a welcome party for you today. Minnie and Igong have been training for ages. They are completely exhausted.
Congratulations.
Minnie, you still up for racetrack familiarization training?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I be? Since it's a four-person relay, we gotta rehearse every stage.
I'm so jealous of Alrani. Logistics is the easiest job. Gets to stay at the camp the whole time.
Yeah, they seem totally wiped out. Alright, we can skip the welcome party. We pretty much know everyone anyway.
Excuse
I have to
you?
miss out, though. I feel kind of bad. Let me think. Okay. Here's what we'll do.
As someone who has to do some logistics for their job, those are fighting words.
Why don't you join us for training? We still need to practice on the race course itself, so we could turn it into a team-building event. In this cold weather, there's no better feeling than running around and getting the blood pumping. We'll all feel toasty and warm by the time we're done. What do you say, Traveler?
Me? Join your training? Running training?
Come on, it'll be fun. We can chat while we train. It'll take your mind off it.
Paimon's thoughts? Get those leg moving for once, Paimon?
Count Paimon out. She is not cut out for this at all. Paimon's never run a day in her life, cause she can fly. Flying's way faster than running.
Can you even touch your feet to the floor?
Is it now? We should race sometime. Put that theory to the test.
No thanks. Paimon flying is faster than Paimon running. Not Veressa running.
Alright, we'll let Paimon off. It would be pretty absurd having someone who can fly join a running race. I'm all rested up, so I can join you instead. As for Minnie and Igong, if you guys want to keep training, then pace yourselves and stick to slow jogging. But if you're worn out, feel free to stay put and recover.
Thank you, Vice Captain. Yeah, I'm not moving. I'll just rest right here.
I'm down to keep training.
Okay, that makes 4 of us for training. Me, Faressa, Minnie, and the Traveler.
Let's split into 2 groups then. Shilonen and Minnie can do a slow jog. I'll be sprinting full speed on the race course. Traveler, you join whichever group you want. We're just happy you can join us.
Okay, onward then. Head to the start of the track. Can I talk to any of you? No. Alright, train with your teammates.
Okay, keep your head
Run,
up,
I guess.
shoulders back, and allow your arms to swing however feels natural. You'll save energy that way.
Not necessarily, no. There is running posture.
This track forms part of the official race course. It's one of the flatter sections. Oh, monsters, huh? I guess that makes sense. Mountains have plenty of places for wildlife and wild monsters to hide.
They
I'll
live here.
politely ask them to leave us alone.
Okay, but you're gonna have to do it in Hilly Churl. Or this. I don't think I get a choice.
Heads up! Hit! Charge! Yeah, look out below! It's justice o'clock!
Okay, just one more. Can hear you.
Glad that's taken care of. One less thing for Minnie and Shilonen to deal with.
It's their
They're
home.
jogging the same course as us, right? They should be here any minute. Let's wait for them.
Maybe we should plot our race course away from their homes.
How's it going? You two holding up okay?
I'm good. Minnie's form is so much better than last time.
I still think I need more practice.
You don't look so good. You need a moment to rest, Minnie?
The course goes into an uphill climb from here. It's gonna get pretty tough.
It's fine. I'll keep going. I gotta get a good ranking. I don't want to drag this team down.
Even so, you shouldn't push yourself too hard. Health and safety always come first. Results are second.
Thanks, Faressa. I do appreciate it, but the thing is...
You need this, don't you? For personal reasons? You mentioned some kind of deal with your parents. I'm guessing it's something to do with that? I noticed you had a certain look on your face when you first brought it up, like you were trying to suppress how you were feeling. In my view, when a kid makes a face like that, it's actually a cry for help.
Yeah, the statement, the whole thing about it's a cry for help.
So, what's really going on? You can tell us. If you keep it to yourself, we can't help you fix it.
I remember Minnie saying in one of her letters how she hoped to go to Inazuma one day and work as an assistant comic book artist. That or become a prop maker, building true-to-life comic book items for fans. But her mom and dad aren't very supportive of her goals. Could that have anything to do with the relentless training?
Maybe they want her to be a knight instead.
Oh, okay. I'll explain. Varessa's right. My mom and dad don't approve of me moving abroad for work. I'm the baby of the family. There's a huge age gap between me and my older brother, and I was a pretty sickly child, so my parents worried a lot about me growing up. They don't like the thought of me moving so far away from home. They say they'd always be worrying about my health. Also, they'd rather I pick something more stable. The idea of trying to make a career in the comic book industry is crazy to them. They think I need to be more realistic, get a real job. But what employable skills do I even have? I can do art, and I can build stuff, but I'm no good at anything else.
Mood. Don't be so hard on yourself.
It's like, no matter how many times we have the conversation, I can never get through to them. They treat me like I'm just a little kid living in a fairy tale world. But this time, the situation is different. Suddenly, my friends came all the way to Mondstadt to see me because of our shared interest in comics. And then we signed up for a cross-country contest. That really surprised them. I'm sure they don't believe I can do it. So, I made a deal with my parents. If I pull this off and my team gets ranked, they have to start taking me seriously about what I want in life.
Don't worry, Minnie. You're in good hands. Even Coach Yansan has praised me for how fast I can run. And she has high standards. And you've seen Shilonen when she gets going, right? She's as tough as they come. A real hero. She fought wars for her tribe. As long as we do well enough to get ranked, your parents will come around, right? I'm confident we can do that. We are all behind you on this.
Veressa.
Minnie, I still remember that time you sent Nepeka some of your work. Artwork of Fietena, and a mask you built yourself. She showed them off to all the other kids in the tribe, and they loved them so much, they offered more to buy them off her. But Nepeka wasn't about to let go of them.
Huh? Really? I had no idea anyone would want to pay for my artwork.
Why wouldn't they? Your creations have real value. And while that's subjective in emotional terms, hey, the offer of more is a pretty objective measure. To me, that fact alone says that you already have a real job.
Your mask and artwork are already famous in the Collective of Plenty. People are constantly asking, who painted this? It's incredible work. If you ever visit our tribe, you can bet there'd be crowds of people swarming you and begging for your autograph.
I'll definitely visit one day. I had no idea I had fans already.
All in good time. We can talk more about that later. For now, I think you need to stay here and get some rest.
Thanks, both of you. I'll make sure to rest properly.
Good. I'll stay here and keep you company for a while.
The Traveler and I will keep training then. Might as well finish out the track.
Okay, and away we go. Continue onward.
You definitely don't want to stray off course on a mountain like this. It could get dangerous. If you find yourself getting cold, there are some torches off to the side in this section. Just set one alight and warm yourself up.
Yeah, trust me, dear, I'm a bit more familiar with this mountain than you. I've collected all of the Durin blood thingies. Which means I have literally been all over this mountain.
We made it to the relay point. Good job. I gotta say, this terrain is seriously challenging. If people don't familiarize themselves with the course in advance, they could easily get lost on race day. But at least the organizing committee has taken the time to clearly mark out the course. And thankfully, there aren't many wild animals or monsters out here. People should be able to practice without incident. How are you feeling? Still got the energy to keep training?
I still got some gas in the tank. Let's get back and meet up with Minnie. I mean, I'll go a little further.
Awesome. Then let's get back to it. Whew. The next section looks even harder. Let's make sure to stay alert so we don't leave the course, and pace ourselves to protect our joints. That's what Coach Yansan would say. Her advice is always spot on. This is the second section of the official race course. Watch out for signs so you stay on track.
Okay. Is this the right way? I don't see the signs. Nope, it's up there. Pay attention to the signs, she says, as I immediately fail. Left!
Watch out for that pit! Don't fall in!
This way! I don't have my... No, I don't. I was curious if I had my Natlan stamina power up, but I don't.
If we jump down, it should shave off a lot of our race time. But it's a little risky. Gotta be careful not to sprain an ankle or it's game over.
So you just flap and drop. Okay, left. Wait. Where does it want me to go? Now why does my frame rate keep freaking out? Okay, this doesn't want me up. Oh, advance towards the Statue of the Seven. You said I could jump down. You lied to me.
We made it to the relay point of Section 2. That's today's training target officially smashed. We just need to check out Sections 3 and 4 of the course, but we can do that tomorrow. Now that we've stopped, it suddenly occurred to me. After a whole morning of running, we're still only halfway up the mountain.
Do you want to climb to the summit? It's quite the view.
Kinda? But then again, I'm already freezing. And it must be even colder up at the top. Yeah, forget it. Let's head back. I'll catch a cold if I'm out here much longer. Why don't we regroup with Xilonen and Minnie, then head back together? Hey, you two. We're back.
3, actually. Gong came to join me and Minnie while you were out training.
Yeah, I felt bad slacking off while everyone else was going the extra mile.
Oop, bro.
Sounds like the cold's getting to you.
Cover that at least.
Alright, let's head back to camp so people can get some extra layers on. Wow, the time's really flown by. At this rate, I don't know if I'll have time for my nap before we hit the city for the afternoon.
Take a short one. Grab a coffee. Alright, return to the cab. Oops.
Here you are.
Thought I still had Varese out. My bad. Far away am I? Not too bad. I kind of thought I was closer.
Take it easy.
But yeah, as you can tell by my... 1 second. Stamina, please. Wind glider. I have collected all of the things on Dragonspine already.
Well done on your training, everyone. Now we have some free time before this afternoon's activity. As planned, we'll meet by the Knights of Favonius headquarters at 2 p.m.
Will we get to go to the library? Will we?
That's right! Excited?
We gotta march all the way back?
Yes!
Me too. After days up here in the mountains, I'm looking forward to finally checking out the city.
Great! In that case, see you all at 2 p.m. sharp for some well-earned fun.
Yeah!
That perked them up. Now that fun's on the agenda, they don't seem so tired anymore.
Well, of course. It's important to relax and de-stress after training hard.
And to eat. I am super hungry right now. Okay, everyone. Dismissed.
Quest complete. Now's no time for tears. Rest until after 1400 or do mini games. Ready to pack some snowballs and hurl them at the target? Are having a good time in Mondstadt? Of course, every time I come there's always something new. Like this time I finally got to meet Amber. I heard a lot about her from Eula before, and I'd love to make a new friend. Why is Eula so in need of your services is what I'm wondering. And the moment we met, I knew we'd get along really well. Amber spent the day with me taking photos, visiting places and landmarks, and even trying out the special gliding route on the Bright Crown Canyon. Yesterday we camped out at the Stormbearer Mountains and caught some tender fresh fish, and the tofu soup we made was absolutely delicious. I have to thank Amber for that. After I told Eula in a letter about coming to Mondstadt, Amber also heard about the news. She ordered some tofu that's hard to come by in Mondstadt from a merchant in advance, so when we went camping, the ingredients were as good as if you got them in a restaurant. I want to try that tofu fish soup. That kind of trip sounds fun too. That's easy. Next time, let's pick a day when Eula's not working overtime, and the 4 of us can go camping together. It'll be so much fun. Let me check something with you, actually. Do you have a thing about certain characters? Chi-Chi, Ganyu, Xingqiu, Hutao, Zhongli, Eula.
Eula saved me once, and we've kept up correspondence ever since. She's very familiar with the Knights of Favonius' legislation, but has never been one to be bound by convention. She uses cunning logic to deal with problems flexibly. Perhaps the reason we get along so easily is that I'm a similar type myself. Still, I'll never acquire that carefree spirit of hers. We are in very different professions after all.
Okay, so she was saved at one point. I wonder when. Let's also check out Eula's, since I have both. Do you have one for Yanfei? About Dance, Vision, Jean, Lisa, Barbara, Venti, Razor, Sucrose, Diluc, Diona. It doesn't appear to be. Yeah, those are just different ones. Okay, so it's more of a one-sided thing. How's your work been? Everything's going great. I just wrapped up a mediation between merchants over the tea resale profits. A classic case. Didn't take too much effort. Work finished up faster than I expected, so I even had time to visit the library with Yao Yao and pick out some new books. The Knights of Favonius library is a completely different vibe from the one in the Ministry of Civil Affairs, or any of the bookstores in Liyue. I found the full set of the evolution of laws in the northern continents from my reading list, and with Amber's help, got all the paperwork done. I've got it checked out for the whole year. Yaya found the book she's looking for as well. While chatting with the elegant librarian, she's now made a new friend. What a fruitful day. They're probably trying out that brand new hide-and-seek game right now. I read the rules and found it very interesting. You should check it out. Ready if you are. Okay, let's play. Discover the pedantic villain. It's Cozy Winter's Day and you're about to start your vacation. However, your path is blocked by a musty old scholar seeking answers about an infuriatingly trivial procedural matter. Oh, do we get... No, I thought those were prizes, my bad. I saw the snowman and I was like, do we get more snowman pieces for our teapot? A snowman who is stuck in his ways. Hitting it grants 50 points. A special snowman who reacts to the fiery passion. Hitting it grants 100 points. It explodes when hit, dealing AoE damage to other snowmen nearby. Any hits to snowmen from the explosion will also count towards your score. Okay, so it's gonna be a tossing minigame. A special gadget set up by the organizers. If thrown snowballs pass through the prize ring to hit a snowman, your points gained will be doubled. The ring will disappear after a period of time. I feel like I've done this one before, but it's been like a really long time. Like they haven't reused it in a long while. Okay, right trigger. Oops. Okay, go for the middle. Ooh, I see. No, we moved too far away. Yeah, these ones all. Don't know how long they take until they disappear. So I was kind of worried about time, but it seems I'm fine. Next, acquainted, the kind-hearted warrior. Fortunately, a kind-hearted friend steps in at this point, and we're able to save this hard-earned vacation. Yet even as the one struggle ends, a new crisis is already beginning to brew in the dark. A kind-hearted warrior who's always happy to help. Hitting them grants 100 points and gives the challenger Soulblaze power, allowing them to throw multiple snowballs in a row for a short period of time. And green, a special snowman who can't stand still. It pops in different spots from time to time. Hit 3 to defeat it. The first and second hit grants 100 points, while the final hit grants 200. If you fail to defeat it within a certain time, it will quietly slip away. Okay, so the green ones are timed. Okay, Hopefully it's all timed. No! Re-extend the gauge. I haven't seen the green little dudes yet. There's one. He's like a little baby animal. Here we go. All snowmen. Encounter the terrifying grumpy monster. Watch out, someone with a really bad temper has appeared. Stop it before it gets too close. A special snowman who loves a good prank. Hitting it grants 100 points. It periodically throws snowballs in the challenger to impede their view. Okay, but can I take them out? Darn you. Oops. That was dumb. Be patient, Bren. Oh, I see. It really does kind of impede your view. Joke's on you. I can still see pretty good. Kind of like getting inked in Mario Kart. When you're familiar enough with video games, it kind of doesn't even matter anymore. I should have gone for this one first. I didn't realize the green was over here. I was gonna say, isn't that gonna blow all of them? It does. Assault, the final release of the presses. We finally make it to the end of our vacation, and now it's our turn to strike back. Let's team up with our friends to get rid of those bad guys. Okay, give it everything we got, basically. Those two must not have been close enough to it. Oh, that comes back around. Angry baby slime. Complete. Don't forget to claim prizes. I'll see, the artwork's really cute. Like, I'm scared of getting hit with a snowball. Okay, that's those two. Main event. Let's continue on with quest. Need to wait. Nope, I don't have to wait. Just go to the Mondstadt library because enough time has passed with me goofing around in the minigames.
Okay, people, time to go.
I wonder what the Mondstadt's comic collection is like. Don't let me down, Mondstadt Library.
Shilonen, we made it!
Nice, everyone's here. Let's go. Minnie and Varessa are already inside.
Okay, talk to everyone. See what they all think.
I am loving the atmosphere in here. The peace and quiet, the subtle scent of flowers in the air, plus the chairs look really comfy. Whoever runs this library has great taste.
I wholeheartedly agree. Lisa is a woman of exceptional taste.
Ooh, that being said, what happened to actually running the library? I don't see any staff anywhere.
Lisa's probably taking her afternoon break at the moment.
And people are
Afternoon
fearful enough of
break?
her that she doesn't need to be around
I don't know what I
24/7.
should be on an afternoon break. That's it. Okay, I am taking a nap. You guys go hang with Varessa. I'm gonna find a table to pass out on. Yeah, it's just too cozy here not to. It'd be a shame to waste the opportunity. There, that table. I have been eyeing it since we got here. It has nap material written all over it.
Does it though? It's a table. I mean, I've slept on them before, but they're pretty hard.
That Lisa would approve of Shilonen's commitment to afternoon naps.
But not under tables. Especially if she snores.
Whoa, that was fast. 1 second she's talking to us, the next she's out like a light.
Her work can't catch up with her here. Maybe that's just easier for her to relax.
Guess so. Happy napping, Shilonen.
And she's out. And I'm stuck.
They don't seem to have a dedicated section for comics and light novels here. Everything from the Yai Publishing House is grouped under children and teens.
I mean, most manga are, my dude. There's some, you know, older seinen and stuff, but if you're looking for shonen, you're gonna be in the children and teen section. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, it actually says that. Is there something wrong with that?
Everything is wrong with that. Would you put the Soulblazer Saga on the same shelf as the Boar Princess?
Yes.
Hey, watch it. What have you got against the Boar Princess?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean it like that. To be fair, the Boar Princess is a pretty good read. I bought the whole set from the Wanwen Bookhouse.
What are you reading, Yigong?
The Soulblazers Saga Armored Assault Volume 1. Ah! The Soulblazer spin-off!
Yep. This book was my first introduction to the Soulblazer universe. It abandons traditional modes of human combat, instead housing the heroes within giant armored mecha, each the size of the Jade Chamber. And since it isn't canon, it's free to delve into territory that the original series can't explore, like aerial combat. It goes pretty hard. When I discovered this as a boy, I thought it was the coolest thing ever. As soon as I saw mecha and mid-air dogfights, I was hooked.
So you're big into the mecha genre, huh?
I sure am. After that, I was hunting down books in the Soulblazer series wherever I could find them. I even bought the Mecha Warrior action figures released by the Publishing House. I gotta say though, it really did a number on my savings. Those action figures are so expensive and there are so many to collect.
Yep, that's how it goes. Seems like every other day there's a Soulblazer reprint, collector's edition, spin-off series, sequel. So much to keep track of.
Yeah, the thing is, the publisher knows exactly what they're doing. They keep milking their cash cow for all it's worth, because chumps like me fall for it every single time.
Me too.
Yeah, I tend not to go too crazy with side stuff for that very reason.
Yigong, which book are you gonna borrow?
Just this one. Armored Assault, Volume 1. Can't beat the classics.
Unless it's a series I really, really enjoy and the side stuff is more like main stuff under a different title. But omakes and stuff I'm not always that big in.
Miss Musk isn't here today. I always see her by the linguistics section.
It's not like her to slack off. Maybe she went to find some hilly trolls for her research.
You guys know this place inside out, huh? Even down to the regulars. That's impressive.
Of course, the library is my secret base. I know which books are on what shelves, who the regular customers are, even what brand of tea Lisa uses for her afternoon drink. This chair is the same one I was sitting in when I first read through the Soulblazer Saga. And anytime I want to write letters to my friends in the Legion, this is where I come. I just feel so comfortable here. Miss Lisa is really friendly. She's shared some of her snacks with me before.
Wow, amazing! Snacks. What I meant to say was, this library is totally different from the one back home. Instead of books, we have woven scrolls. They're usually hung up high on the walls, which means the shorter kids can't always see them. But I was always tall for my age. Whenever my friends wanted to read a woven scroll, they'd come get me to read it out for them. I got so used to reading woven scrolls in a group that when I eventually got into comics, I carried on the habit. It's more fun reading them together with friends.
You think so? How does that work, though? 'Cause everyone reads at a different pace, right?
It works fine. The faster readers just wait for the others to catch up before turning the page. Plus, with other people around, you can read for a bit, then chat for a bit, then read some more. Beats reading in silence. Funnily enough, that's actually how I got to know Shilonen. This one time, I came to her workshop planning to commission her for a job. When I arrived, I found Nepeka reading a comic book. And it turned out it was the Soulblazer Saga! We were both pretty stoked to meet a fellow Soulblazer fan. And I guess we were chatting so loudly that we woke Shilonen up from her nap. She came over, intending to quiet us down. But that turned into us roping Shilonen into reading comics with us. Next thing you know, it was the middle of the night and we'd been at it for hours. Shilonen was so tired. She just laid down in between me and Nepeka and went to sleep. Ever since then, we've been the best of friends.
That sounds so nice. I really want to meet Nepeka too. I hope I can visit Natland one day.
We can make that happen. I'm sure Shilonen would be more than happy to introduce you. And don't forget to invite me too.
It's just...
Hey, don't feel down. A deal's a deal. As long as we get ranked in the contest, your parents will have to respect your wishes. So let's put all our energy into doing the best we can. We're gonna get that ranking, and you're gonna go on that trip.
I'll do my best.
Lisa's probably not used to the library being this busy.
My. Looks like a lot of visitors snuck in while I was on my afternoon break. Hello, cutie. Hello, little Paimon. It's been too long.
We were hoping we'd catch you, but you were on your break, so we just went ahead.
That's quite all right. I'm sure your Natlanese friend here has read the library rules carefully and intends to abide by them. As for your other Natlanese friend, I'm glad to see someone appreciates the cozy atmosphere. She looks like she's having a wonderful nap. Now then, has everyone decided which books they'd like to borrow?
Yes, ma'am. I'd like to borrow this copy of Armored Assault.
And I'll take this one. Vera's Melancholy. Minnie recommended it.
No problem. What about your, leopard friend? Did she want to borrow a book?
Huh? How, borrow a book? Oh, yeah, no need. Thanks. This one was great, but I won't be checking it out.
Great as a pillow.
Let's see. Along with divinity, you have very good taste in books. Or should I say, good taste in pillows?
Oh, yeah, sorry, that's my drool. Sorry. Okay.
All right.
Hopefully it's gloss and not matte.
Then you'll be free to take your books.
Lisa checks out the books, hands them over, and sees you all to the door. I feel like she'd be angrier about that, considering she's literally electrocuted people over for less.
My appetite is insatiable today. Must be because of all the exercise.
Yeah, I bet everyone's getting hungry by now. We did push it pretty hard this morning.
Plus, the organizing committee had a load of supplies to distribute today. Stuff to keep people warm. I'm ravenous after moving all those boxes.
Minnie, you're a local. Any recommendations on where to get a late lunch?
How about Good Hunter? Their steaks are really good.
Oh, I am so down. I'm craving a plate full of meat right now.
Dude, are you okay?
Gong. Don't tell me you caught a cold again.
Sounds like we should get some hot soup for the table. Come on, let's go.
Maybe he's allergic to all our different flora. Now go to Good Hunter. Does that mean he's not gonna have the stamina for the race? I bet we're gonna have to take his place. Oh, there's all sorts of banners and stuff up in here too. I don't feel like these are always here. Are they?
Everyone loves Good Hunter. My family eats here all the time. It's a little small, though. We'll probably have to split the group across 2 tables.
Ah, bummer. Well, never mind. We've done plenty of group activities recently. It won't kill us to split up just this once.
Captain's already been hypnotized by the menu.
It smells so good. Meat stew? Seafood? Are you ready to order? Let's see. I guess I'll get the ball rolling. Let's start with 30 plates each of tea break pancakes and flaming red bolognese, 7 bowls of calorie seafood soup, and 30 meat nados. As for appetizers, 12 apple roly-polies and 12 sauteed matsutake. Don't want to overdo it. Anyone else want to add something? Or we could just start there and add stuff later.
That's plenty. We can always order more if needed.
Looks like Varesa's appetite is as crazy as ever.
Sarah's gonna get a workout herself.
That'll do for now.
Are you sure it's not too much?
No, she eats like Goku.
Oh, I promise you, none of it will go to waste.
If you say so. Well then, I guess I better get cooking.
Nothing beats eating a nice big meal when you're hungry for it.
After a short wait, Sarah expertly maneuvers an enormous platter of dishes to your table. Thanks, says Vress, before digging in like there's no tomorrow.
No matter how many times I witness it, the Varesa versus food show never ceases to amaze me. You gotta hand it to the collective of plenty. They can pack it away, and they can pack a punch.
Well, you gotta eat so you have enough energy for training. And as Fietena once said, even a beast of the abyss knows that being a picky eater is an unpardonable sin. So all the more reason for us to eat our fill.
Oh, I know that line. It's from that standalone special, Fietena versus Abyss Lector, Battle of the Meat Feasters, right?
Really plumbing the depths of obscurity here.
Don't underestimate a hardcore fan.
And some people are picky
I know
for a reason.
every line in the Soulblazer saga.
They don't have a choice.
No matter where in the Soulblazer universe it comes from.
Nice one, Alrani. The writers had fun with that one, didn't they? Pure comedy. Can you imagine if that was based on a true story? An eating competition with an abyssal monster. Such a hilarious proposition.
Yeah, it's really stretching the boundaries of possibilities. I guess it takes a certain kind of talent to come up with ideas like that.
Wacky ideas are one thing, but what really blows my mind is the characterization process. The way they take historical figures like Fietena and breathe new life into them as comic book heroes is just so impressive. Some people think I'm not enough. I have 2 words for those people. Think again. That's one of my favorite Fietena quotes of all time.
That's from the Soulblazer Saga Volume 3. Just FYI.
Thanks, Alrani. Minnie, do you have a favorite Soulblazer quote? Or a favorite plot point in general?
I think for me, it's the way they portray Fietena's dream. Despite the endless numbers of monsters, and even when the Abyss seems like a never-ending threat, Fietena never gives up fighting for her dream homeland. Maybe it is impossible, but if we don't try, we'll never know.
Oh, yeah. I love that line, too.
Volume 3 strikes again. FYI.
No matter what,
Bree seems to be the hit
Fietena
here.
always stays true to her dreams. That's why she'll always be my favorite hero.
Same, but when I look at my own life, I wonder, will I ever have that same kind of tireless dedication? Following your dreams is so hard sometimes. I feel like I'm giving everything I have to give, but everyone around me is telling me, give up. It's not realistic. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not even that good of an artist. I'm never quite happy with my work.
I think that's every artist, honey.
Sometimes I get to thinking that I should just pack my pens and paper away and be done with it. Maybe life would be easier that way. But
Yeah, I'm in that slump right now too, dear.
And it's never long before I start to miss it. I'll be at the grocery store buying some cured meat or at home doing some chores, and I'll suddenly find myself thinking, I miss my art.
Let me guess. It always ends up with you digging out your art supplies and giving it another try.
Yeah, it's turning into a bit of a cycle, honestly. I keep flip-flopping between, that's it, I'm never painting again, and no, I gotta keep trying.
Same, hardcore same.
Who am I kidding? I'll never have Fietena's perseverance.
You're thinking about it all wrong, Minnie. Even Fietena had days when she didn't feel like training or eating right. Having tireless dedication doesn't mean doing the same thing on repeat every day. To me, dedication just means being passionate about something. Wherever you go, whatever you do, you always carry it in your heart. Sometimes you let yourself go, but it's okay. You can always get back on the wagon. If you lose muscle or stamina, you just build it back up again. The important thing is to keep that passion alive through all the ups and downs. As Fietena said,
There is only one eternal power in this world, the power of love.
Exactly! From Volume 6, when Fietena delivers the crushing blow to her enemies. You see? The important lessons stay with you.
Yeah, and they always will.
Honestly, it's a pretty good message, especially to someone who's been going through a lot of that right now. Here's to your dreams, here's to your passion. Considering my name, I'll go with passion.
Veressa? When did you clear all those plates?
While everyone was talking. I guess Fietena put me in the mood for a meat feast.
No fair! Come on, everyone, eat! We need to catch up!
Trust me, Paimon, there is no catching up. Everyone grabs their cutlery and vies for their share of the remaining food.
So full.
I can't eat another bite. I'm absolutely stuffed.
Should we head back to camp? We can walk off some of that food.
Okay, take a walk outside Mondstadt. Do they want me to... Oh, they literally want me to walk it. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember if the streamers used to be up there or not. I'm genuinely having a late night brain glitch. Sometimes you don't come back to certain zones in a video game and you're like, has that always been there?
There's no more group activities today. Once we get back to camp, everyone's free to do their own thing.
That's a relief. I'm about to go into a food coma.
Oh, Minnie, where have you been? I've been looking everywhere for you.
Guessing that's apparent.
Patton? What is it? Is something wrong?
Or maybe not. Can't tell.
What do you think? You've been gone for days and haven't checked in once. Mom and Dad are worried.
Oh, brother.
I've been out training for the race with my friends all morning. We just got back and everyone was hungry, so we came to get some food. Mom and Dad should know about it, though. I told them I signed up for a cross-country contest and I'll be at Dragonspine practicing in the days leading up to it. They agreed and everything.
Yeah, well, you know what they're like. They agree at first, but then several days go by without seeing you, and now they're freaking out. It's always that way.
Aww.
Oh! So, Patton from the tavern is your brother?
Are these the friends you were telling me about? Wait, honorary knight?
Yep.
Hey everyone, I'm Minnie's much older brother. When did
Weird
you
way to
make
introduce
friends
it.
with the honorary knight, Minnie? Whew, you kept that one quiet.
Oh, well, the honorary knight just sort of showed up for the pre-race training. I never had the chance to tell you guys.
Thanks for taking care of Minnie, everyone. I hope she hasn't been too much trouble.
Don't be silly. Minnie's our good friend. We've been hanging out, training together. It's been super fun.
I gotta say, there is just a little bit of a clash between the new models and the old Mondstadt models, because even Minnie here has been given an updated Snezhnayan model, but Patton has not.
Good. Glad to hear it. Okay, well, Mom and Dad said to tell you they miss you and they hope you come home soon. It's great that you've got a hobby you're so passionate about, but don't let it take up all your time, okay? You gotta come home and check in once in a while. Come home as soon as you can, okay? You can go back to training tomorrow. We don't want Mom and Dad blowing a gasket.
Okay, I get it. I'm heading back to the camp with my friends now, but once we get there, I'll grab my luggage and head home.
Okay, great. Make it quick, though. Otherwise, Mom and Dad will probably go all the way to Dragonspine looking for you. Sorry to intrude, everyone. Have a great day. I'd better get back to the tavern now.
The PS4 and PS5 generations are standing in the same room and you can kind of see it. Okay. Forward. Back to camp. Pardon me, bird.
Man, I almost forgot how cold the mountain was. The difference between here and the city is mind-boggling. I'm gonna go warm up in the tent.
I'll join you. Right now, I just want to wrap myself in blankets and let the food coma run its course.
Remember, this is how cold all of Mondstadt would be if Venti wasn't constantly having the winds blowing in one direction.
I better come too so I can grab my luggage.
Minnie!
There you are, young lady.
Mom, Dad, you actually came.
What choice did we have? When were you planning on coming home? I thought this was supposed to only last a couple of days, but you've been gone for most of the week.
I never said a couple of days. I said several days.
Also, a couple of the days, most of the week. Same thing in my brain.
You did. I remember that. But we also agreed that you'd be out during the days and come back home every night. Come on, it's time to go.
Okay, I'll just let my friends know. Hey guys, I won't be staying in the camp tonight. See you tomorrow for training.
I'm sorry. Tomorrow as well. This is all getting to be a bit too much, Minnie. You've been out here for days on end. Don't you think you've had your fun? Besides, you're not built for this cold weather. Remember that dreadful fever you had as a child? It took the better part of a week to clear up. Your mother and I worried ourselves half to death about you.
Sounds like you're just unhappy with anything she does, then.
Hello, sir. I'm Minnie's friend, Veressa.
Ah, Veressa. How do you do? I believe Minnie's mentioned you before. Thank you for keeping her company out here. Sorry, I would have brought a welcome gift if I'd known.
Welcome gift? No, there's no need for that. I just wanted to say, this contest, it really means a lot to Minnie. We've been training together in preparation for it. Minnie's taking training really seriously. Every day she starts earlier and finishes later than anyone else. Whether it's strength training or practicing out on the race course, she's been working the hardest out of everyone in our group. Didn't you make a deal with her? I heard that as long as Minnie gets ranked in the contest, you'll consider letting her do what she wants with her life? Her greatest wish is to work in the comic book industry, and she's putting so much work into it. Surely you don't want to see all her efforts go to waste.
Of course not. But the thing is...
Mom,
That's enough! What's more important? Your comics or your health? I don't know how many times we've told you. It's great that you have a hobby, but you need to learn the difference between work and play. When's it going to stop, Minnie? When you ruin your health in the name of fun?
Don't take your father's words too hard, Minnie. Both of us just want what's best for you. You're still young, and it's great that you have something you're passionate about. But at some point, you need to think about your future. I've seen your artwork, and I do think you have a wonderful talent. But being a comic book artist just isn't a stable career.
Honestly, most things aren't.
I'm sorry, Minnie. I didn't mean to be so harsh.
So you might as well choose to do what you want to do.
I know how much effort you're putting into this. We both do. We really admire your determination. You're our daughter. And we love you so much.
I'm kind of wondering, too, if maybe she's gotten so passionate about her art before that she has gotten herself sick.
But surely you can appreciate where we're coming from. Dreams are great, but at the end of the day, they don't put food on the table.
Mom, Dad, can we please continue this in private?
Yeah, you are kind of airing this in front of everyone.
Let's move over there.
Like, I know it's an RPG, but still a little awkward for everybody else to have to hear that conversation. Kind of disrespectful to their daughter. Okay, talk to Shilona and everybody else around. Maybe? Minnie's talking with her parents. The atmosphere seems very stern. Okay, it won't let me get any closer.
Oh, things got pretty intense with Minnie's parents there. Even Paimon didn't dare to interrupt.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to speak up on Minnie's behalf again, but I didn't even know how to butt in. I mean, it sounded like their hearts are in the right place. They said they have her best interests in mind, expressed concern for her health, tried to comfort her.
But at the same time, it wasn't really for her well-being as much as it just was for control.
But the whole thing still just felt kind of off to me. I can't quite pinpoint what it was, though.
What about your parents, Vanessa? Have they always supported you?
I mean, whether I'm training, eating, or heading to bed for a nap, they're all smiles. But Minnie's parents, neither of them were smiling when they spoke to her just now. Their words were caring, but their tone was so angry. I don't understand it.
I do.
It sounds like they don't want to let Minnie take part in the contest.
I've been there
But
before.
then all her hard work will have been for nothing. What are we gonna do? I'm supposed to be Minnie's captain, but I feel powerless to help her.
I wasn't expecting Nepeka's gift for Minnie to come in handy so soon. I was planning to save it as a final surprise before we leave, but under the circumstances, it would be silly not to use it now.
You got a plan, Shilonen?
I can't put smiles on our parents' faces, but I think I can make sure Minnie gets to participate in the contest.
Gonna pull out the, oh, I put so much work into this thing, so I'm really hoping that she shows. Potentially.
That's not true. I promise, I would never.
Well, in that case, we can discuss this more back home.
Sorry to interrupt, but there's something I'd like to discuss with the two of you.
You must be Vice Captain Shilonen. Minnie's mentioned you before. Is something the matter? If it's about the competition, don't worry. We'll let Minnie take part. But as we've just informed her, this will be her last time. We don't want her wasting any more time on worthless pursuits.
Gotcha. Look, I don't mean to interfere with your family business, but Minnie's a part of our team. I have to make sure everyone's in the right frame of mind to compete.
Yeah, you do realize that you just insulted all of us to our faces too by calling it a worthless pursuit.
And I can't help but feel that her conversation with you was a little demotivating. I'm concerned it's going to impact her performance on race day. I also don't think you're really validating her efforts when you brand something your daughter is passionate about as wasting time.
Thank you, Shilonen.
Like I said, not trying to intrude on your family business or anything, but I thought you should know that a student of mine back home simply adores Minnie's artwork. She's not here to speak for herself, but as her teacher, I felt like I should pass along the message.
I agree that Minnie has artistic talent. But I stand by what I said earlier. Hobbies are hobbies. Work is work. A couple of fans isn't going to get you anywhere in life.
Yeah, about that. Take a look at this letter.
What's this?
Let's call it a token of appreciation from Minnie's fan base. They wanted to write one letter each, but I told them I couldn't take a whole sack of mail on a long-distance trip. So instead, my student Nepeka arranged for them all to make a group painting for Minnie. In the end, so many people participated that it was pretty much one brushstroke per person.
Nepeka's so thoughtful.
Sorry, Minnie. Nepeka wanted me to give this to you as a surprise after the competition, but given the situation, I made the executive decision to give it to you now.
So how many people is this?
You think Minnie's wasting her time because in your eyes, making art isn't a worthwhile job? And when you use words like worthless, what you're really saying is it's not a stable source of income. Am I right?
Yes, you're right.
Well, now you have another way to measure worth. Your daughter's artwork has attracted a whole lot of fans, and very enthusiastic ones at that. Since arriving in Mondstadt, I've learned that being a bard is seen as a very respectable profession here. Let's imagine Minnie was a bard for a second. Instead of drawings and paintings, she'd produce poetry and songs. Instead of fans, she'd have an audience. Would you still be inclined to stop her from being creative? Would lyrics and music be just as much of a waste of time?
Yeah, so many people don't look at it from that angle either. Like, oh, you have so many subscribers, and it's like, do you realize when people have like 100,000 subscribers, that's enough people to fill like a football stadium? Like, that doesn't register for so many people because they only look at like the money aspect of it. But when you look at the actual influence, it's a lot. But you get, you know, 100,000 views on like a video or a piece of artwork, and people think, oh, that's nothing, you failed. But if you pack a stadium with that many people, you've succeeded. It's such a double standard.
I take your point, but there's still the issue of her health.
Sorry, let me butt in real quick. You know, Minnie's not nearly as fragile as you think. I'm not just saying that either. I've been doing competitive sports in my tribe since I was a little kid, so I know what I'm talking about. Sure, Minnie's not built like a pro bodybuilder, but she's got great potential. A sensible amount of exercise is good for her health. Far better than staying cooped up at home all the time.
Mom, Dad, my health is a lot better these days. Really. I feel great. Now that I'm training every day, my appetite's improved and I'm sleeping better.
Minnie, sometimes I forget how grown up you are now. You're your own person with your own ideas. To tell you the truth, your mother and I don't really understand this whole world of comics and yaoi publishing house.
Trust me, I've noticed.
When all's said and done, we just want you to have a safe and stable life. The last thing we want is to see you suffer. But a deal is a deal. This competition clearly means a lot to you. So, give it your best shot. See it through to the end.
I will.
Don't worry, I'll make sure Minnie gets through this safe and sound.
Thank you, Honorary Knight. It really does ease my mind knowing that you're on the team. I think I've said enough for one day. Minnie, you're free to attend training and attend the competition. But you're not to stay out at night. Come home and sleep in your own bed. Understand?
Yes, Dad.
Minnie collects her luggage and leaves with her parents. They promised to bring her to tomorrow's training session. Thankfully, it didn't go too bad.
At least we got there in the end.
Your powers of persuasion worked like a charm. But yeah, her issue is more that her parents have just too much issue with control and they need to let her be her own person, whether that is successful or not.
It was a shot in the dark, honestly. I'm not good at dealing with family drama.
Me neither.
Sure as heck didn't have a plan B, so it's a good thing the letter worked. This is way more than I signed up for. I only came here to buy that, merch stuff or whatever.
Sorry, Shinlonin, but adulthood follows us wherever we go. Even though it wasn't what you signed up for, you really rose to the occasion.
No, you think? I don't know. Seeing how Minnie's parents were acting, it just reminded me of a similar situation from a while back. Sometimes someone can love their idea of another person so much that they'll try to mold them to fit that mental image.
That is so true.
But if love is starting to restrict your freedom, it's time to get out. Anyway, Minnie's parents aren't nearly that extreme.
No, but they were getting closer.
Let's go get ready. Tomorrow is race day, and we have to deliver results.
Anyway, part 2 complete. No time for tears. But it is time for mini-games. Alright. Wait until 800 the following day. But first... Miss Boldbang, is your lower back still hurting? I'm good now. That hot compress worked like a charm. To make a hot compress like this, you have to heat the wet bandage with a slow-burning gunpowder for just the right amount of time, or you might end up setting it on fire. They're probably trying to make one of those little hot hands things. Only Yomiya would come up with a way to warm bandages like that. Hold on a second, look who's here. Our hero both in name and deed, and her little white companion. Is this the part where a woven scroll comic scene unfolds right in front of me? Are you helping to patch up here? Have you just been through a battle? Oh, please, don't worry about me. I was just wandering about in the wild looking for some new tough opponents to practice against. Miss Yoimiya here was a really great help to me when I accidentally hurt my back and tumbled down the hill like a snowball. Oof, that sounds painful. To quote the Soulblazer saga, I'm merely a warrior who happened to pass by. And now, we can make that free mercenary. The knights have granted me permission to take action and deal with monsters as I see fit. Sounds like there's still monsters lurking, then we'll have to act with caution since there's civilians in the area too. Things don't look so good. Should we contact the knights and ask for reinforcements? True, we can't afford to be careless, but the situation isn't that urgent yet. The knights have already cleared out the monsters around the International Cross-Country Challenge venue, and there's only a few stragglers wandering about at this point. And honestly, there's quite a few adventurers competing in the challenge who can hold their own anyway. They have the strength, skills, and courage. If we treat them like we do regular folks, they might end up feeling insulted instead. So in line with usual practice at the Adventurers Guild, we're treating this as a trial, and we formed a team on the spot to deal with those monsters. And that's exactly what the Trial of Valor is about. Clearing monsters, emulating various heroes' combat styles, and transcending your own limits. Go beyond, plus ultra. Now that's the kind of thinking you'd expect from the Collective of Plenty. And I definitely want to be a part of this. I'm sure not missing on this either, that's for sure. Awesome, it's been a while since I last saw you in action. I'm really excited to see your skills now. I wonder what kind of fireworks I can compare your dazzling moves to. This might be the battle one. In Trial of Valor, you must select various battle souls and trigger their combat effects to increase your team's combat prowess and ability to score points. Enduring Spirit can increase the amount of points scored in a single challenge when opponents are defeated, while Blazing Valor can increase the additional multiplier when the party members score points in a single challenge. Okay, so each one's going to do something a little different. Additionally, each challenge has its own base aura. When triggered, the team's scoring power will be multiplied and the character's combat power significantly increased. Triggering base aura again while it is active will refresh its duration. After defeating opponents, the basic score gained from their defeat, the difficulty multiplier, additional score multipliers, and base aura-related limit time multiplier, which when it is not triggered is 1, will multiply one another to give the score you get. Oof. That sounds... a little challenging. How are you feeling today, Boss Lamine? Want to show us how it's done? What kind of work do you do, my friend? Me? Working for you? Don't be so surprised. I mostly help out at Varessa's shop, hauling goods when we're out of business, and keeping an eye on the warehouse when we're back. But Varessa did say that if the great hero ever needed it, the whole fruit stand and orchard are yours to call on. So in a way, I'm part of your support team too. Back when I went to Fontaine on business, I really did send you my resume. I don't know if you remember that. I don't remember if this is a quest I've done or not. If you still remember, that alone would be an honor. And if you don't, next time you visit the Collective of Plenty, I'll treat you to a glass of Sky Split Gem Bloom green fruit juice, excuse me. Maybe then you'll remember me. Your energy is incredible. I'm gonna have to watch this very, very closely. Me too. Oh no, it's one of these multiplier ones. Yeah. According to the Soulblazer saga, the Flameless Fire is the pinnacle of blazing soul. While emulating this fighting style seems rather challenging, it's precisely because of the difficulty that one can transcend themselves. 200,000 points. We'll see. When off-field characters deal pyro damage to enemies, the party gains 250% points for 4 seconds. So this is a fire team. While this effect is active, the active character triggers pyro swirl reactions on the enemy. This is supposed to be a Dern and Venti team. I just know it, but I don't have Venti. A shockwave that deals AoE damage will be unleashed in the enemy's position. This effect can be triggered once every 2 seconds. Yeah, the fact that it's a off-field character pyro damage. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I can... Do I choose these? Oh, I can. Triggers a swirl reaction. The base point scored by defeating each opponent will increase by 2. That's Fire and Dendro. This kind of implies it wants me to have one other element. I might pick that after I choose... Oh, it gives me... Thank you. Okay. Who's a really good Durin team? No. Oh, Farazan, that's who it was. I started to look it up and then my brain clicked the pieces back in automatically. Preset teams? No, that's just existing. So I want Madame Farazan And where are you, Bennett? Benny? Benny boy? He's in a different outfit, so I might not immediately recognize him. I also don't have their new stuff completely unlocked either. Begin. You can still select more battle souls. Oh. Actually, it might be better to not have Bennett then. I need someone else. Someone else? Literally anyone else? Will it destroy if I have another off-fielder? Because Venti's probably going to be doing the most stuff, I'm guessing. Do I want to change for Bennett or do I want to change for somebody else? Where's the electric? Oh. Defeating enemies. I actually want this in... Oh, I can't... Never mind. I'll just do swirl then. And then for this, Blazing Valor, Unyielding Wall. And the character who is protected by a shield defeats an opponent. Nope. Curative effect: when a character defeats an opponent within 4 seconds of receiving healing, the bonus multiplier increases. When an active character defeats an opponent with normal attacks, maybe the bonus multiplier for points obtained by the party will increase by 3. Maybe we'll do healing just because Bennett. But that also means... Oops, not that. Let's put you back. I don't remember how to do this. Actually, I've never done this combo before, but...
I'm going in! The story has only just begun!
I don't remember which is the best one to use.
Let's play.
Use the force authorized.
Join into my swirl.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Too late for regrets. Gears of the storm.
Shred go. Yeah, I forget if it wants me to use Dark Durin or Light Durin for the Venti combo.
Everybody stand back. Have fun with this gift.
Resistance is futile. Save yourself.
Can I?
The story has only just begun!
Here we go. Time for takeoff.
Bonus multiplier, go burr. Even though the swirl's over here, sir.
I'm going in. Let's light it up. Gears of the storm. Dare to mess with.
We got ourselves a straggler. Decay! New life!
Think you can get away?
Use the force authorized. Use the force authorized.
Yeah, this is basically the new meta in the game. Is Durin Venti. Which, I have Durin, I did not get Venti. I think it might be too late here again.
Time for takeoff.
I get one piddly star. Maybe I'm supposed to do it in dark mode. I don't know. Genshin, Durin, teams. Venti, am I supposed to use dark or light? Durin uses both light and dark. Elemental skill, life offering AoE pyro support. Enemy resistant shred, great for Venti swirls, and dark providing powerful single target pyro DPS. Okay, for vaporized melt. I'm gonna try that again. just for, I don't know. Yeah, I'm supposed to be using light, but it's weird that that's all that I got. Was the one star. Am I just not building buffs good enough?
Yahoo! Think you can get away?
Everybody stand in the swirl. Maybe I should do Farazan's first and then Bennett's like last.
Have fun with this gift.
Element for the end.
Time for takeoff. Let's play.
Bennett.
Stand back.
Come join me in the buff swirl.
Gears of the storm.
Turning point in resistance is futile. Save yourself.
Bennett.
Adventure time. Brace yourself.
Maybe I'm not taking enough damage in order to get the buffs. I don't know. I should switch it to normal attack.
Have fun with this gift.
Okay. New life.
Time for takeoff. Yahoo!
2 minutes again.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Where are you?
Let's play.
Okay, Farazan again.
Gears of the storm.
The story has only just begun.
You. You.
Think you can get
You.
away? Yeah.
Okay. I might try something different then. Let me... I could potentially do the Scholar Multiplier because it's going to give me a different Durin and Venti to fit the mold. Put it up to 90 because it doesn't really matter what Farazan and Bennett are. Challenge settings. Soul. Let's do Sharp Edge instead. See if that makes a difference.
Now, we got ourselves a straggler. The story has only just begun.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Time for takeoff. Change it. Yeah.
Use the force off. Resist.
We'll see about that.
Why am I not charging?
I'm going in. Off we go.
The story has only just begun. Stay back.
Sense of
Girl, why are you not charging?
Think you can get away?
Resistance is futile. Save yourself.
I have you on max energy.
Have fun with this gift.
Turning point in.
Oh yeah, I'm already doing way more damage.
Everybody stand back. Time for takeoff.
Or at least doing things correctly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could also be the multiplier.
The abyss is burning shadow.
I'm going in. Think you can get away? Yeah.
Hey look, we did it!
Yeah. Gears of the storm.
Resistance is futile. Watch save yourself. The story has only just
Big teamwork is dreamwork. Time for takeoff. Yeah.
There we go. There's a few more points. Next, the 100 transformations. This is the essence of the Dendro Core. A mercenary who is truly free, as versatile as ever-changing Dendro Core, and able to adapt to various combat environments and adjust their combat style accordingly. Yeah, because remember too, Farazan's thing isn't that she does damage, it's that she shreds the wind resistance of other enemies. Dazzle, gain a buff when the characters trigger Bloom, Hyper Bloom, Burgeon, and Lunar Bloom reactions. Well, I don't have Lunar Bloom, but maybe they'll let me borrow one. Truly it's free as the ever-changing Dendro Core and able to adapt to various combat environments and act accordingly. Who do I get? Never. I am not familiar with Nefer, like, at all. Nefer teams. Bloom, Hyper Bloom, Burgeon. They really recommend the new Deer Lady, whom I do not have. Her, Aino, and Kuki would be really good. Everything's really recommending those teams. Guess who I don't have? So one of the other recommended teams is Nahida, if you don't have Lunar Bloom, which I do not. And Kuki. Thankfully those characters are 90. 250 points from Dendro AoE and Shock. Radiant Bloom, triggers Lunar Bloom, nope. Triggers burning reactions, nope. Swirl reactions. It's gonna have to be Bountiful Harvest. Because I just don't have Nefer skill for first rotation, Aino skill, Aino burst, Nahida, and then Kuki, and then back to Nefer for the combo. This doesn't have electric in it? It doesn't. So we're gonna have to really heavily rely on that Hydro. Shield. Does a new character have a shield? I don't know if they do. Cure artifact for healing. Defeats an opponent through Lunar Bloom damage. The bonus multiplier. I don't have Lunar Bloom. 4 seconds of receiving healing. The bonus multiplier for points obtained by the party will increase. Well, healing is going to be going constantly, unlike last time. For just one character. Kuki's going to be doing it for whoever's out on the field, so maybe? Okay. Skill switch. Skill burst. Nahida! Shinobu skill. Nefer. Nefer! Let me switch! They need to be in this, thank you.
The deception ends here. It all adds up. Can't hide the truth.
Or maybe she has lunar stuff.
Everyone hold hands. The Temple of Wisdom. Our bond is strong.
No more lies.
Would you like to get in the arena?
It all adds up.
Go claw. Look. Grow. Sharing my knowledge. Get with me.
The mystery unravels. No more lies. It all adds up.
Ding dong, water bomb. This may hurt a little. The Temple of Wisdom. Our bond is strong.
Seek within. Can't hide the truth. It all adds up.
Chew on this. Rush attack. Grow.
Oh, we're not gonna get as close.
Mystery unravels. Can't hide the truth.
I was gonna say, unless I can beat it in one go. We got 100,000 exactly, so at least we got 2. Unless I need to get all 3, I'm probably good with 2. Okay, so... yeah, it does have some points here, but I don't know if I need to get them all like last time. The answer is infusion. It can often be a struggle to break through the enemy's defenses with ordinary slash attacks. At moments like this, infusing your weapons with flames is the hero's answer. Ooh, Arlecino? Arlecino teams? Not familiar with her either. Team comps. I know you buff if they... Ooh, I don't see a recommended with that. When normal attacks dealt by the active character triggers elemental damage, the party gains 250 points. While the effect is active, while the character triggers pyro-related relations, a shockwave that deals AoE pyro damage will be unleashed at the enemy's position. This effect can be triggered every 2 seconds. So she's probably there solely as a buff. Triggers elemental damage. I'm gonna look a team up for that one. Like a recommended team, just because I haven't used Arlecino. Recommended for stage 3. Potentially Durin. I don't know if he's gonna deal a whole lot though, since I don't have him like super duper built. Official, Chevreuse, and Bennett. I do not have either of those. With Trial Yunjin, I can use Xingqiu and Bennett for a Vaporize. Here's Arlecchino and Clorinde with overload reactions. With Chevreuse, is the only way to go as the reaction can help you destroy the shields created by the Cryo Wyab and the Cryo Geo Shielded Lichurls. Effective against the Avatar Lava enemies. Oh, I wonder if that's why they're suggesting a Geo. Ooh, but I don't know if Chevreuse, my Chevreuse, can plow through shields. With Chevreuse. Yeah, because they're intending to use an overload reaction to blow away the shields. Don't know if I have... Chevreuse just isn't built though. Neither is Durin, so... I might need to do the Vaporize comp. But do I want to do it as Xingqiu or do I want to do it as Yelan? Because I'm assuming that's the only part of her kit that I need to worry about there. For Battle Soul, they recommend Vaporize. And for Battle Bond, Bond of Life. We'll see how this works.
Everybody stand back! Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
Your grand finale and step.
This is where you fall. Laid bare.
That didn't work out super duper well.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
And step.
Here comes the catch.
Oh no, she's not charged. But now suddenly you are. Oh, is it because I was standing in the healing? I bet it's because my Bennett's not C6.
Busted. Game's up. Run's over.
It's not granting automatic pyro.
Witness my rise. Transfixed.
That is what's happening. I'm healing myself out of it.
Oh.
Bennett is ruining my combo. Because he's not C6. Means I have to use somebody other than Bennett. Okay. Who is a decent buff? I could do potential double trouble here. This will really keep me on my toes, though.
Here comes the catch. Gotcha. Let my name echo in song.
This is gonna hurt.
Finale and step.
Everlasting as the moon. Laid bare.
Nope, we're not doing fire again.
Strike is one and step.
Galen! The server is glitching on me.
Time to shine. Strike a pop.
Oh, maybe it's her super. Maybe it's me screwing up the combo, not Bennett. I'm sorry, Bennett.
Break a leg. Here comes the catch. Let my name echo in song.
Transfixed.
2 stars.
Things are about to get dicey. Your grand finale. Time to shine. Yoo-hoo!
Laid bare.
Busted. Here comes the catch.
Overruled. Witness my rod.
This be enough to kill it? Yeah! Gotcha. Bing bang bong. Cool. And victory of the Thundercloud. Even within the depths of despair, a blazing soul never backs down. This was the oath left by the Soulblazer in the Raging Storm. Now let us join the Thunderclouds in the final trial. Okay, so let me just check teams. Victory of the Thundercloud, stage 4. No one's going to be recommending Flynn's, although I do not have Inefa, whom it really recommends. So I'll probably have to go Fischl. Battle Souls, let's see. Flynn's and Inefa. I'm not sure how to play Flynn's either, so forgive me. Fischl. It's gonna be off filming it at level 80, but hopefully this works. Sucrose. I'm assuming you can use somewhere else besides Sucrose if you have like a really good wind character, but again, I'm not fully built for that yet. Don't I have... Jean is not really built for this. I can try it. What do you recommend? Rapid Thunder and Storm Strike, Lunar Charge. I don't know how to play as Flynn's. Are you DPS? Okay, he's DPS, I think. Okay, I'm gonna start that over then. Sucrose must just be to hold everyone still. You can probably use Venti as well. Oh yeah, that's a new gauge. I don't know what I'm looking at with that.
As you wish, miHoYo. Beware the creatures of the night. Close your eyes. Be silent. The night cometh.
Some target practice.
Stop that.
Observe. Close your eyes. To dust.
Oh, come on, that didn't even hit them.
Are you quite finished?
No, don't kill me! Don't kill me!
See you at the graveyard.
Indeed. Oh, I can't use. We get to be sad with our three star sadness, because oops.
As you wish, miHoYo.
Whatever, I'll take it. I might actually, oops, not that. Look at this one then too. Let's see what they recommend. 100 transformations. Never, I know. Lamia or Kokomi. Dendro Traveler. Maybe they want to keep it entirely. Also, Alhaitham, Shinomu, Llama, or Farina. I just don't have that many. Maybe if I get rid of, I could give it a shot. Get rid of Kuki here, so instead of Electro, we're just gonna do pure water. Can I change it, please? Thank you, thank you. They have Sync Show? I'm kind of wondering if Farina would maybe be a better bet. We have some enemies that are pure water. I don't know how well this is gonna go. Do I want Yelan or do I want... I don't want to mess up my buffs. I can maybe do Yelan instead. Did I have it on? Yes, that's fine. Recommended full bloom lunar reaction. Ooh, Radiant Bloom actually is what it recommends for... If you say so. We'll see if this does any better.
I see everything. Sharing my knowledge.
Game's up. Thumbs over. Seek within. No more lies.
So I'm assuming this will be enough for the Lunar Bloom.
Can't hide the truth.
This may hurt a little. The Temple of Wisdom.
Things are about to get dicey. It all adds up.
Yeah, you can tell what's lunar damage just because it's in italics.
The mystery unravels. No more lies.
Lash attack!
Gotcha. Seek within.
This is going to have to be entirely bloom damage.
Can't
hide the truth.
Go claw! Look, alright? Make yourselves a move.
Game's up. Fun's over. It all adds up. The mystery unravels. Can't hide the truth.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Flash attack! Go.
Yeah, I'm still not gonna do it.
No more lies. Seek within.
Yeah, it really expects me to have other characters, particularly Llama. I just don't have Llama. I'd like to have Llama. I do not have Llama. Alright, done with that one. We've been in there long enough that we've progressed story.
The cross-country contest is about to begin! So many people have shown up! How's everyone doing? Feeling ready?
Towels, hot soup, warm blankets. Yeah, I think I'm all set. Captain is taking the team through a warm-up as planned. Once the race starts, I'll go wait at the finish line to hand out water and blankets to the contestants.
I got here a little late because I was coming from home. Are they still warming up? The race is gonna start any minute.
Yeah. I wonder what's taking them so long.
Huh. It's not like Veressa and Shilonen to be behind schedule. Okay, we'll go check on them.
Thanks, guys.
Go Fietena go! Part 3.
Take it easy.
This should be the final bit of the story unless there's an afterword. I knew he would be knocked out with a cold. I knew it.
Hey! They finally emerged from the tent! Guys, what's wrong? You all look so serious.
It's Igong. He's come down with a fever.
I wish I'd acted sooner. I've been checking in with him constantly since he started sneezing. And he said he was fine, but still. I should have known better.
He probably hoped he could tough it out until the end of the competition, but now it's broken into a full-blown fever. He doesn't even have the energy to get out of bed.
We've been in touch with the organizing committee, and they're making sure he stays warm and takes his medication. They actually sent a medic to look after him, so he's in good hands.
Well, that's good, but what about the race? You're one team member short and it's about to kick off any minute!
Yeah, what are we gonna do? This race is a huge deal for all of us. Minnie's parents are already waiting at the finish line. Our only hope now is...
I'll do it. Can I try?
That was our first thought too. You've trained with us, so you know the course. Plus, you have a good level of fitness and plenty of outdoor experience. I don't feel great about roping you in at the last minute, though. There's nothing worse than someone dumping an urgent job on you when you least expect it, and making you feel like you can't turn it down.
We'd love to have you on the team, but only if you're willing.
Finally, a character actually asks, legitimately. Due to the clot circumstances, I can't say no, but thank you, Shilonen, for actually recognizing a workload. I won't let Minnie down. I won't let the trip to Mondstadt be in vain. Soulblazers don't give up without a fight. I won't let Minnie down.
To Miney to the rescue once again! You'll always be Natlan's hero, Traveler. Wherever you go, we place our pride and our hope in you.
Alright, let's save the fawning for later. We don't have much time. The order for the relay will be as follows. First me, second Traveler, third Veressa, and finally Minnie. Your section of the course is the first uphill stretch. Remember to pace yourself and conserve your energy. Don't try to sprint the whole way. Once I hand you the baton, follow the signs until you reach the statue, where you'll hand it off to Veressa.
We can do this, guys.
Got it. I'll do my best.
Alright, time to make a move. Everyone, get to your starting positions.
I'm running on late night brain cells, but I'll do my best. The feverish patient lies fast asleep. With the competition drawing near, it's best to head to the arena with the others for now. Good luck, man. Should probably get him out of the elements, though. There we go. Yeah, I wonder if rebuilding Fischl with her new stats would benefit. I don't know. I can probably still do that. I don't think it went away. Not this. Yeah, Witch's Homework. There we go. Eventually we'll get that and it'll change how all these characters work. So,
Contestants, spectators, welcome to the Dragonspine International Cross Country Challenge. My name is Draff, and I'll be serving as referee for today's proceedings by appointment of the organizing committee. Let me start by saying I wish all our teams the best of luck, and I look forward to a day of new personal bests, fantastic results, and of course, playing by the rules. I'm also obliged to remind everyone how important it is to remain within the bounds of the official race zone. The terrain on Dragonspine is hazardous, and the last thing we want is anyone getting injured, or worse. The organizing committee has taken steps to remove all hazards from the race course, but the rest of the mountain remains a danger zone. Contestants, if you find yourselves unable to complete the race due to injury, illness, or other reasons, please step to the side of the track. A member of the organizing committee will come to your assistance and deliver first aid if necessary.
Captain, where's Gong? The race is about to start.
meaning the people with the most stamina are going to be doing,
I'm afraid
med help.
came down with the fever. He's sleeping it off at the moment. Sorry, Minnie. He's not going to be taking part today.
Sorry, brain glitched out and I was also getting stuff off my glasses. All the best, most stamina people who should be running are going to be paramedics in the race.
What?
As they run up and down the mountain multiple times. Don't worry, I got this. I'll yawn Yigong's section.
The Traveler won't let you down, Minnie. She's a pro at this stuff. Heck, you might even have a shot at first place.
Okay, got it.
Why is the white guy Secret Service?
And now, it gives me great pleasure to welcome the cross-country relay teams.
Is Navia secretly here?
The Sand Blasters. From Inazuma, Lightning Strike. From Liyue, the Sunset Squadron. And from Fontaine, the Frostbite Friends.
He looks like he doesn't want to be here.
We have the Adventurer contingent. Dragonspine must be scaled. And coming all the way from Springvale, the Mild Hunt. Last, but by no means least, we have a team that brings together contestants from all over Teyvat. The Soulblazers!
Very mild applause, thank you.
Looks like we've got some pretty strong competition.
Don't panic. There's no need to be nervous. Think about Fietena. It's time to show our courage. Together, there's no obstacle we can't overcome. And if there is, just charge right on through.
I'm not sure that's an option for everyone else. Okay, fine. Yeah, charge it is. I'm not gonna nitpick your motivational speech.
I guess I'll show you how it's done.
I'm gonna give it my all. I believe in our team, and I believe in me.
Will all contestants please proceed to your starting positions? Ready? Go!
Oh, I can always do this though too. This feels a little like cheating, being from Natland, but...
Oh, yikes. It's even colder today. Just my luck.
Boost your stamina here!
The Traveler's up ahead. Time to pass on the baton.
Eyes on the road!
Whew, made it.
Great, I'll take it from here.
I don't think I have any special movement abilities, though. Do I? Section's uphill. Gotta remember to pace myself. Oh, she's already saying it. Brain cell blinking out.
You're killing it!
Keep going!
I wonder if the characters are actually following me or not. Or if I'm just so far ahead it doesn't matter.
There's the statue. Varesa's waiting. Come on, almost there. Whew. Varesa, I did it. Thanks. My time to shine. No time for a detour. Just gonna jump on down through the gap.
Whee! Where am I going though? Which way? Which way?
Time to roll.
Up here? No, it says over that way. Shoot! They're actually catching up and on the fastest character. Actually, it says over this way. Do I just... Oh, I can't go down the gap! Unfortunately, you found a long way behind the leaders. No!
No time for a detour. Just gonna jump on down through the gap.
Get that way.
Hurry up, Varesa.
Oh. Which way do you want me then? This way. I'm trying to eat. So my stamina doesn't literally peter out. There we go.
Hurry up, it's the downhill stretch. Full speed ahead. Minnie's waiting for me.
I'm trying to figure out the pathing. I'm sorry.
Yeah! Speed demon!
Minnie, you take it from here. I'll be right behind you.
All right, here goes nothing.
Too bad I can't give her a boost, but that's cheating. Gave her enough of a head start with our Natland speed.
Monsters! At least they're not on the course. Better steer clear. Oh, everyone's waiting for me by the side of the course. I'm coming, guys.
I can't do it. I'm out of steam. I can barely see. Wait, is this the right way?
With how cold it is too, it just feels like needles in your lungs.
No, stay back!
Uh-oh.
Help!
Girl, you keep running. You're not a combatant and everybody's on their way. Rest is right here.
It's fine. I'll keep going. I gotta get a good ranking. I don't want to drag this team down.
I believe in you, Minnie.
I do too.
Let me help you.
I know I should keep going, but I'm sorry. I can't ignore this. Quick, over here!
Someone's injured. We have to help them.
Varesa! Traveler! On it.
I wasn't expecting her to ignore it so much as I expect her to leave it to us.
Minnie, get the injured person to the finish line. We'll handle the rest. What happened? Someone got injured? Amber, we got a situation. Roger that. On it. Let's chase this menace out of here.
Oh, Amber's here?
Traveler, together. Volcano, good plan.
Ouch.
Ow, ow, ow. Too strong.
Seriously, stop that.
Lightning Praise names echo!
It's justice o'clock!
Oh, goodbye, I'll help them. Doing the slide.
Don't blame yourself, Minnie. It's not your fault.
You did great, Minnie.
Ollie Gong, don't force yourself to speak if you're not up to it. Honestly, I'm amazed you even made it here to watch.
How'd the end of the race go? Are you okay, Minnie? Let's ask about her. We came in last place, didn't we?
It's okay. I'll explain. I'm really sorry, Honorary Knight, but by the time I got that wounded guy to the finish line, all the other teams had finished the race.
I kind of figured.
The staff have taken him to get checked out, so I think he'll be okay. But we didn't get the results we wanted. I'm sorry. You guys were leading the whole way, and I went and let the team down.
Oh, Minnie.
When I first saw that guy in trouble, I hesitated for a moment. Everyone's worked so hard to get here. If I hadn't gone back to help him, we would have actually gotten a decent ranking.
Like I said, I didn't expect you to not help him. I just was saying leave it to the adults.
Amber and the emergency staff were nearby, and you guys weren't far away either. It's not like you would have been in life-threatening danger if I'd carried on. But I just couldn't tear myself away.
It's okay, Minnie. We understand. How could any of us turn a blind eye to a person in need? Wherever the Soulblazer treads, help is always at hand.
And if this whole thing was about, you know, getting to see Inazuma or getting your parents' permission, I mean, the fun part about being an adult is you can travel whenever you want. You don't have to get permission.
Wait, where's that line from?
My brain just came up with it on the spot.
Thanks, Captain.
Minnie! Thank goodness you're okay. I was so worried.
Minnie! You could have put your life at risk.
Please, don't ever scare us like that again.
I'm sorry.
A minor incident ended up dashing your hopes of victory. It sucks, but that's life sometimes. You bust a gut and still ended with nothing to show for it. But nothing is wasted. Everyone had fun along the way, and the seeds planted today may still bear fruit tomorrow. Minnie still looks a little frustrated, but she'll get through it.
Minnie, are you alright? Are you hurt at all?
Oh, hi, Ref. No, I'm not hurt. I'm all good. It's you.
Hello. I'm Kenzo from Team Lightning Strike. Because of your help, I escaped with no major injuries. I can't thank you enough.
Team Lightning Strike has had a discussion with the organizing committee. Minnie's actions in helping her fellow contestant are commendable. The organizing committee are all in agreement that were it not for this incident, Team Soulblazers would have ranked much higher in the race. As things stand, Team Soulblazers did not rank highly enough to receive medals. However, we believe that you still deserve recognition for your performance. Therefore, in addition to the medals for winners and runners-up, the organizing committee has decided to issue a special honorary medal to your team, recognizing your commitment to putting lives first.
Thank you, Mr. Draff. Mom, Dad, I know what you're gonna say. A deal's a deal. I won't fight it.
Very well. Then we'll stick to what we all agreed. From now on, Minnie, as long as you promise to be careful, you are free to go traveling abroad.
What? But Dad, I thought...
You achieved what you set out to do. You got ranked in the competition. Maybe it wasn't the ranking you hoped for, but it's enough for me.
And for me. Look, you even have a medal to prove it.
You know, maybe we should turn this into a family vacation. Yes, let's all go and visit Yae Publishing House together. After hearing so much about your favorite comic books, I'd love to find out if they have anything suitable for older folks like me and your mother.
Amazing! Hey, Minnie, this is a great start.
You have no idea how happy this makes me. This is a moment to remember. I think it calls for a photograph.
Good call. All right, group photo.
Oh, let's pose like Fietena and miHoYo from Volume 2, where they go into battle together for the first time.
You're gonna have to tell me how to pose. And there's the thumbnail. Game. Thank you. Alright, return to the camp with your companions. Race lost, but friends made along the way, as well as new privileges.
Well, we weren't the winning team or the runners-up. But one way or another, we still came away with medals.
I'm sorry. I picked the worst time to get sick, didn't I?
Don't even think about that, Igong. Just focus on getting better.
It's a shame we didn't all get to compete together. But at least we got a group photo.
If anyone has regrets, I say we come back next time and go for gold.
I'll be back.
I mean, him being out of commission isn't what messed up, it's the monsters, which honestly the organizers should have done a better job at keeping off the field.
Take it easy, Igong. Next time, you can start by not getting ill. Captain, I think I'll join you for training next time just in case. That way, I can fill in if someone has to drop out at the last minute.
It's decided then. The Soulblazers will return for the next cross-country challenge.
I'll be there.
It's a deal.
Here we go. Go Fienta go. Quest complete. I don't know if this one has an afterwards. Yeah, it does. Unexpected commission. But first...
Miss Honorary Knight! Over here, over here! Clay just made some new friends. Wanna come play with us? They taught us a new game called Snowtrace. The rules aren't hard, it's just a very special kind of hide and seek. Klee, Yao Yao, and Sayu, so you've all become friends.
No Chi-Chi?
From the name alone, this game sounds like an upgraded version of Windtrace, huh? Paimon can't wait to play with you.
I'd love to meet Klee's new friends too, we've met them all before.
Even though it's that cold at camp, I'm still feeling a little sleepy. Are my eyes playing tricks on me, or do I see Lumine and Paimon? Your eyes are working perfectly fine. That's Lumine and Paimon, alright.
Hey there, Yao Yao. Hey, Sayu.
Good idea. Once we get moving and start having fun, we won't doze off that easily. And didn't that awfully serious Miss Sumiere say that spending more time in the snowy mountains is good for your skills, Sayu? I can't believe you guys remembered that. Alright, but if I lose to my peers, or even to that Super Ninken, slacking off is going to get a lot more difficult in the future. Looks like I'm really going to have to pull up my socks on this trip. Don't worry, I came up with a new goulash recipe using julienne chili and ground pepper, and I just made some. Take a few bites of it before you start. I promise you won't feel cold at all during the game. That sounds great. Hang on, I'll have a whole bowl first. Paimon wants some too. Alright, let's get our game of hide and seek started here in the snowy mountains. The whole mountain's covered in snow. It's the perfect hiding spot for Paimon.
She blends in. Oh no, they brought it back. During the Snowtrace event, players will be split into two sides to play the Rebels and the Hunter. The Rebels must avoid the Hunter's pursuit and hold out till the time expires. The Hunters, on the other hand, have to capture the Rebels within the stipulated time. Is this actually going to be group play? Because if that's the case, I might do like one round and then do the rest in my own time. The Hunter not only possesses faster movement speed and greater decreased stamina consumption, but also uses extremely powerful hunter techniques to seek out the opposition and expose their disguises. As for the Rebels, they can use their Rebel technique to disguise themselves as specific objects on the map. place bait, or temporarily enter a hidden state. Rebels will be impeded by the cold. As the amount of cold accumulates towards the maximum value, rebels will first begin to shiver and then eventually freeze. While frozen, the hunter will continuously be able to sense their location. Frozen rebels can quickly and repeatedly press to break out of their frozen state and remove a certain amount of cold. There are heat sources on the field that the rebels can activate. This means you can't just camp like I've been doing either. Activated heat sources will continuously remove cold from rebels over a period of time, but they will also generate a mini-map marker that is visible to everyone when they are activated. Because my old strategy used to be find something that's as least visible as possible and then like hide within scenery, like up in a bush or a tree. After a certain amount of time, snowstorms will appear on the field. While these storms are active, rebels accumulate cold at a much faster rate. At the same time, the visibility of both sides will be reduced, and their coordinations on the minimap will be hidden. During the game, the Snow White favors will descend upon the arena at random. Picking up one such favor will help charge your Snow White art, an art that can be decisive in determining victory or defeat. After being captured by a hunter, rebels will enter an observer mode. While in this state, they can continue to place illusory beacons to help the other rebels play. In this wave of Snowtrace, you can play alone or match with other friends to obtain Windcraze coins. If you play a matched game with up to 2 other friends, you will all be placed in the rebel team. Once you've obtained a certain amount of these coins, you can unlock various rewards. If you have a match using pre-made group of 4 players or have reached the current coin limit, playing will not net you any more Windcraze coins. Okay, so it is cumulative, I think.
Shall we play Snowtrace together?
Did you come all the way to watch the competition, Yayo?
Not exactly. Well, it was kind of a coincidence. Shanling will be hosting a golden-haired lady wearing a big chef's hat who's visiting from afar, so she's busy preparing fresh and interesting dishes.
Yeah, the one from Fontaine whose name I cannot remember.
While chatting with Yanfei, she suddenly realized she'd never tried mixing Liyue and Mondstadt cuisines before, so she decided to come to Mondstadt to look for some new recipes. But recently, Wanmin restaurant has been super busy, so she couldn't come herself. That's why I'm tagging along with Yanfei to go in her place. Master said I should think of it as a little adventure for me, and that with Yanfei taking care of me, she doesn't have to worry at all.
How's your job going?
It was amazing. Besides picking up local recipes from the restaurants, I also visited this huge Knights of Favonius library, borrowed some more advanced books on Mondstadt cooking theory. When we get back, I'll remind Shanling to study them carefully. I'm sure she'll come up with amazing new dishes, the kind that'll make your jaw drop. But you know, it's not just about recipes and books. What's most precious is something you can't really put a value on. Master always says, traveling the world and making lots of friends is one of life's greatest joys. This time, I've got to meet Klee and Sayu, and it made me so happy. Klee's bombs are so powerful. They're perfect when my spear isn't enough to handle lots of bad guys at once. And they're great for practicing dodging too, so you can really build up your basic skills. Of course, for regular fighters, they can be a bit dangerous, but Klee understands that and she'll always make sure no one's nearby before using her bombs. She's really thoughtful. And Sayu's camouflage skills are so cool. I've never seen techniques like that for hiding yourself before. In Liwa's legends, martial artists who master these skills and move unseen become silent heroes, striking against wrongdoers without a trace. Next time I visit, I'd like to bring Chi-Chi along. I have a feeling the 4 of us would get along really well.
Do you like Mondstadt food?
Absolutely. And what surprised me is that some of the flavors actually feel quite familiar. Like the northern smoked chicken. It's a comforting similarity to Liwa cuisine. Oh, and I also found something interesting in one of the books I borrowed for Shanling. It mentioned that Mondstadt used to have a tradition of making specialty pickled sour vegetables. Just from the description and the way it's made, it's similar to a Liwa specialty Master once told me about. She said the miners at the Black Cliff Forge really loved it. What an interesting coincidence. When I go back, I'll bring along some Mondstadt dishes that keep well. Next time we'll go on a picnic with Chi-Chi. She can try them too. And of course, I'll prepare a special portion just for you. I've heard so many legendary stories about you here in Mondstadt, you probably know the traditional dishes inside out by now. So I'll put on my thinking cap and try combining Jinx's stir fry with Mondstadt ingredients, just to give you a little surprise.
Okay, hide and seek. Rebels affected by cold. Yeah, it's... Oh, but what character was I playing as? I didn't see. Sometimes it's better to be small characters because then you don't stand out as much. Or characters that match the color of the terrain. View Snow White art? What? Farina maybe? Pedro's going to be the hunter. Oh, Glee's playing too, so she's playing in NPC mode. I still kind of stand out. That's a barrel. I can still be seen. Pretty well box. That's all I get is barrel and box. I am not hidden whatsoever. Oh no. I want a bucket. I'm sure no one's going to find me, says Clee. I bet this is the person right here too. Where is he? If I open that, it signals that we're nearby though. Where is he? He's on the other side of the map. Oh, did that draw him to us? No, I'm just shivering. Here he comes. Shoot. Snowstorm is coming. That means I can't see him either. Just gonna vibe in the cold. Oh no. What's up? You better grab that. It's not moving. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh shoot, he's gonna grab it and then we're all gonna... Let's use Hunter's Intuition and Rebel Emmy has been marked for 60 seconds. Well, while you're busy... Don't bring him over here, 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 don't bring him over here. Oh god, I'm stuck in a tree. I'm stuck in the tree. Too bad he would check the bucket. Has anybody been captured? Oh good, somebody set off that one, so I can go check over there. Leave me alone. Am I really gonna avoid capture by just sitting here? He's chasing somebody. Rebels of the victory. Obtained a favor but did not win. That hurts even more, I bet. 1,777 coins. Without being captured. Survived a snowstorm without being captured. Bonus for engagement time and a victory. And now, back to the real world. Woot. Okay, so for that one, let's see. How many do I need for that one? Here's the artwork for this one. Yoimiya versus Hilly Churls, even though it wound up being me instead. And the Smalls. Oh, the poor frozen snowman. Somebody apparently got left out a little too long. Given who's missing, I'd say it might be Sayu. Okay, there is a lot of points I gotta earn in that one. Coins obtained. 5,000? This has out of 6,000. Maybe it increases as the days go by. So maybe I can only get a maximum of 6,000 at the moment. Similar to regular... No, that's a last one. Never mind. I'm dumb. I'm not paying attention. Yeah, I get up to 6,000 to get the rest of that. So... let us... continue on with where the story was. Let me just check. Where did it go? Which is solution. Receive an important commission for the Knights of Favonius. That's Witch's homework. I'm looking for one that's timed. Talk to Amber. She seems to be looking for you. Yeah, Publishing House. How long is this?
There have been many poorly written applications.
That's also just in case. I don't want to accidentally walk into the witch thing. Entering focus experience mode. Oh, she's right over here.
Dragonspine can be a cold and miserable place. If you're gonna invite spectators to come and watch an event here, you gotta make it worth their while. Hopefully, these stalls will keep people entertained and make the atmosphere in the camp more relaxed. I'm also taking the chance to hand out some little trinkets for the teams to decorate their tents with. Here you go! These are for the Soulblazers. Best of luck in the competition, and don't forget to have fun!
Alright. A surprise from a new comics fan. Talk to Yoimiya. It might just be the wrap-up. Oh, they have a standee.
Traveler! What a surprise running into you in Mondstadt!
We just talked already.
I've never been anywhere with a climate like this before. It's so cold! But wow, what an experience! I've had my first snowball fight, built my first snowman. Oh, and the comics are a nice surprise. The Soulblazer saga is super popular in Inazuma, but I totally wasn't expecting to find so many people that read it. I had a great chat with some Natlanese fans earlier. Oh, it really got me inspired. So, I ended up making a character stand. Oh, sorry, let me backtrack a little. Have you ever heard of the Soulblazer saga?
You tell Yoimiya about the Legion of Soulblazers.
Oh, no way! Your friends are into it too? What a funny coincidence! In that case, let me give you this character stand of Fietena. Oh, she'll be right at home in the Legion of Soulblazers.
And talk to Mika. Or Micah. I forget how to say his name. Honestly. If I can find him. Maybe I have to... Nope, that's Spark Knight Klee. Micah. Where are you? You are here.
Honorary Knight! We're so lucky to have you come and test out the entertainment stalls. It really puts my mind at ease. This is actually my first time taking part in a development project, so I'm a little nervous. It's kind of frying my brain. All I had to do was put a casing on an existing device. Oh, but there were so many design considerations, so many parameters to adjust. I don't envy Captain Albedo, having to create purpose-built devices from scratch. Oh, it must be such a difficult task.
Anyway, I think it's functioning really well. Don't be hard on yourself. You can only get better.
Wow. Thank you. Thanks, Honorary Knight. That means a lot coming from you. I'll keep doing my best. Hopefully I'll get to the point where I can build some useful stuff for the reconnaissance company. Oh, I won a few toys in one of the games. I'd like you to have this one.
Oh, you get to keep the little buddy?
I have another one the same. Now, whenever I look at it, I'll think of all the encouragement you gave me.
They're really cute. Little baby saurian thing. Can I interact with it? No, I cannot. And talk to Klee, probably. I'm guessing she'd be over there, but... Klee! He's building a snowman.
Miss Honorary Knight, you're here too! Amber told me that there's gonna be a race here and loads of other cool activities. I'm having the best time. The nice people running the stalls gave me loads and loads of gifts to take home with me. Here, have this snowman. I won it from one of the games. If you ever have some free time, we should go play it together.
Successfully built a snowman with Klee.
This photo is amazing. Should we take a few more?
Let's do it. We can try some other poses.
All right. In that case, I'd better go grab some comics. We can look through them for reference.
But there's too many good ones to choose from. We'll probably get so caught up in reading comics that we forget to take the photos.
Okay, let me just check if other people are still around here. Once you finish testing the Sorry Scout, if you have any feedback, please don't hesitate to let me know. It's a little strange to address me as such. Won't these survey devices put you out of a job? We can talk about that later. Have you been busy lately? Thank you for your concern. As you can see, I'm not too busy right now. After helping the Vice Captain Lohan's old company adjust to new duties, I came to help with the cross-country challenge. As for the makeup of the next expedition team, personal assignment could be scheduled for 2 weeks' time. Vice Captain? Right. Lohan is the Vice Captain of the 5th Company. He was a longtime member of the expedition team, playing a vital role in a mobile contingent. New character, maybe? Recently, his team's mission has changed, and some members of the company are preparing to return to Mondstadt. The 5th Company is a rather special unit. When first formed, they primarily used bows, but as technology has advanced, they've begun equipping themselves with other forms of ranged weaponry, probably guns. Normally, they train together as a single unit, but when deployed on missions, they regularly split into smaller squads attached to other companies to boost their firepower. They split up for combat. The Grand Master said this would make our firepower more flexible. We're going guerrilla warfare. By splitting them up, it ensures that no single company finds themselves outmatched by long-range opponents. As a result, the members of the 5th Company are always on standby, ready to deploy the thick of the action. It means their missions are usually quite challenging. And even within the 5th Company, the Vice Captain Lohan really stands out. He loves going wherever the fight is thickest, often complains that there aren't enough monsters. I really admire his fighting spirit. He does sound like quite the character. How does he treat you? By which I mean, how do you two get along? He treats me very well. Every time I finish a survey, he insists on verifying the results with and organizing the intelligence right away. If there's any gaps in the survey data, the Vice Captain takes it upon himself to perform armed recon to get the most precise information possible. As for his practical jokes, once you get used to them, they're not so bad. He has a knack for influencing his closest companions. They all tend to favor his preferred tactic of overwhelming assaults, sometimes even neglecting their own safety. So when it comes to personnel management, beyond just fighting the right role that allows them to flourish, they also need to be paired with teammates who can temper their more reckless nature. This way they won't get carried away and use overwhelming force at the run-of-the-mill routine missions. Once you meet the Vice Captain Lohan, you'll understand him a lot better. For some reason, I feel like the two of you are going to hit off and end up becoming a perfect match. It's a little strange to address me as such. Strange? What do you mean? When it comes to being a knight, you have more experience than me. Ah, you're right. I never dared call you that before. I might have made you uncomfortable. I won't do it again. It's just during the International Cross-Country Challenge, I met several friends from Natlan and heard your legendary deeds from a completely new perspective. I mean, we've been to the poetry thing together before. You triumphed in the face of catastrophe and emerged as a great hero of Natlan. You worked side by side with people whose prowess is on a level I never thought possible. Both your adventures and the way you treat people are so impressive. I admire everything you've accomplished. Your achievements shine as bright as the stars. Compared to that, I feel like I haven't made much progress at all lately. As it was like before, I was striving to catch up with you, but now your progress is so fast you're almost out of sight. So it just felt natural to start calling you ma'am. Don't be so hard on yourself. You'll get stronger too. We should train together sometime. Oh, thanks. I'll definitely keep honing my skills. Gotta keep pushing myself. But just burying my head in training and relying solely on my diligence, that doesn't seem like the right approach either. I need to change my mindset. I'm gonna try to find more opportunities to experience new things, to break away from fixed ways of thinking. And this collaborative effort to improve the Sorry Sundry Scout is a great place to start. And won't these survey devices take you out of a job? The battle between mechanisms and people. I've actually pondered this issue before. When I was a Nodcry, I read 3 books written by engineers from Fontaine and Liwa. They gave me quite a few insights. Mechanisms with unlimited energy that can be controlled from a distance could indeed replace surveyors like me, and maybe even other knights with different roles. Once our fellow knights, after studying Fontaine's Gardamex, once told me there would come a day when war is fought by unmanned mechanisms without the need for knights or soldiers. But that would require perfect operating conditions. Even if you only consider power supply and operational strategies, there are clear issues that machinations alone are unable to solve. Most mechanisms can't simply deploy from a base, reaching a target location and then begin their mission. If they did, who knows how much of their stored energy will be depleted before the mission even began. That's a good point. There's no way that many uncertainties along the way. It's not safe to let machines act independently. That's true. Sorry, Anefa. Generally, the operator needs to transport the mechanism to a suitable location before putting it to work. The whole mission is then kept under human supervision in case unexpected circumstances arise. In order to produce a mechanism that can work without supervision, a lot more research and development is required. So I'm inclined to think that when it comes to military and advanced applications, mechanisms remain a tool for multiplying human capabilities rather than a replacement. I'd also like to train myself to operate multiple mechanisms by myself to synchronize the survey of larger areas. Okay, anybody else around? Yeah, because Klee was back there, but I don't know if she stays. Can I talk to anyone else either? I don't want to accidentally miss anything. Yao's still here, but it's just as a event coordinator. Yoimiya. Just seeing you here makes me twice as happy. This trip to Mondstadt was totally worth it. Do you want to grab a jacket? Oh, it's fine, really. It's cold, sure, but it just feels kind of new and interesting. Not like I need to bundle up or anything. If I'm being serious, I was out there using fireworks to fight monsters not long ago, so yeah, I'm still all warmed up. Besides, there's a campfire nearby. If I ever do start feeling cold, I can just warm up there. Really, you don't need to worry about me. If I put in a more fun way, being surrounded by so many comic fans has the whole place buzzing, and it's got my own excitement fired up too. I mean, you're not bundled up in a big coat either. Have a little faith in your companion. I'm tougher than I look. Yeah, but I've got a bit more layers. So, Yoimiya, you're here just for the competition this time? I just stopped by to watch the competition. My trip to Mondstadt actually has a real purpose this time. For the past 6 months, I've been looking for new materials for my fireworks. I want to make the explosions feel more alive. Maybe not the best of ideas. I've tried pretty much every common material you can find in Inazuma by now, and some of them actually turned out really well, like those floaty sakura balloons or the peel from the lavender melons everyone's got at home. First I soak 2 minerals in a dye for some time, and then they air dry. I give them a thin coating of gunpowder that's been mixed with a shaping binder and make them into little firework charges. Next I carve each tiny firework charge, balance their weights precisely, and nestle them into the tube in a custom formation. When the firework goes off, the little charges are blast outward and follow the paths I planned, painting the sky with a finer, more detailed pattern, sometimes even a whole picture. Sounds like it takes some serious calculating. Sounds like we're drifting into engineering territory here. It's not that complicated. You just need to keep trying. Don't worry about failing and go with what feels right in your hands. That's how you make the fireworks you want. So following that logic, if I want the fireworks picture to stay in the sky a little longer, I'll need to find a lighter material to carry the powder. What kind of material can catch the night breeze and keep drifting into the sky like that? First thing I thought of was dandelions. Yeah, but they don't last very long. They are basically just fiber, so they turn to nothing. A plant unique to the land and wind of Mondstadt? Bingo! We're thinking the exact same thing. Perfect timing. There's a cross-country race going on and the boat tickets are cheaper too. With all the excitement around, I figured I'd drop by. Part fun, part business. When I go to Mondstadt, I went out and gathered a bunch of fresh dandelions, kept them all safe and sound, and just like that, mission accomplished. But fresh dandelions turned out to be even lighter and more fragile than I remembered. Working with them takes a really delicate touch. I guess that's part of the challenge. And once I manage to make fireworks that burn longer and shine even brighter, you'll be the first one I show them to. Just make sure they're a firework. Did I do what you think of Mondstadt so far? Let me think. I've been going slow this trip. It feels like I could fall asleep anywhere in Mondstadt. That's definitely a good thing. You know when something's got a lot on their mind, it's hard to sleep, and then everyone around is running about, it's even harder to really relax. There's a calm, easygoing feeling in Mondstadt, like the whole place is on vacation all the time. No wonder everyone's so bright and full of energy. Lee told me the Windblume Festival is the biggest celebration in Mondstadt, but honestly, with how relaxed things are here, I think a few more festivals wouldn't hurt. And if that ever happens, I'll bring some of our special fireworks from home to brighten up the celebrations. And have you made any new friends? Yeah, I have. It's my first time hanging out with people my age from Natlan. There's Veressa, she's Miss Boldern's boss, and I heard there's an incredible wrestler. We grabbed a meal together and I found out Veressa is really easy to talk to. She's got this soft, gentle way of speaking, it's almost impossible to picture her in a wrestling match. But she's actually here to meet her pen pal this time, so she's been really busy. We don't chat for long, just got to know each other a little. We both love comics, so I'm sure we'll see each other again if Inazuma ever holds another event like that. Okay, anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody at all? I can always look it up too. Oh, Sayu. Up doing her ninja way. She wants to be tall. Oh, you're so full of energy. Don't you ever need to rest? Did you enjoy your trip to Dragonspine, Sayu? If you don't count Sumeri's training sessions, the work part was actually pretty relaxed. I forgot to tell you, Sumire's the new inspector. She was leading the Shumatsuban mission in Dragonspine, and honestly, she kept a closer eye on me than any shrine maiden ever has. Earlier, they sent some people to participate in some kind of war game simulation to gain experience, I guess. Then that representative named Kuromaro returned with a bunch of reports. He got support from higher-ups and started contacting Hatamoto everywhere to roll out new training methods. Even the Shumatsuban got swept up in it. I don't really get all the details, but the Yuhu art isn't even suited for head-on combat. Why do they have to push me so hard? It's pointless. The most I can do is teach their new Ninken, that little Gaomaru, how to hide better and nap anywhere, anytime. So they made you do extra training? I gotta thank Klee and Yao for this. When we first got to Mondstadt, while handling paperwork at the Knights of Avonius, Klee got curious about the tail left on my outfit and asked me a bunch of questions. She probably thought you were a big Dotoko. She even invited me to this camp where we found Yao. After a couple rounds of hide-and-seek, we became friends. And Klee even has her own little Spark Knight. Sounds pretty impressive, doesn't it? The intel says that anyone in the Knights of Avonius with the little special title is basically captain level. Even their master is just called the Lion Fang Knight, so I guess they're kind of on the same level? That means Klee's probably just as strong as their master, and her words count just as much. Is that really how it works? Well, I mean, technically, that kind of makes sense. Anyway, that's how Sumire sees it. She totally respects Klee. The moment Klee said she wants to play with me, Sumire doesn't dare pull me away for training anymore. When I'm with Klee and Yao, I feel really at ease. People always mistake me for being their age, but that's fine. I get more snacks and gifts, and that's a different kind of happiness. Wait, you're not super duper young, you're just short? If only the boat ride here wasn't so long, and I could get enough sleep every day, maybe I'd visit Klee more often. Wait, how old are you? Maybe she's actually a teenager, but she's just a really short teenager. Do we do this? Is there anything in Mondstadt that interests you? It's the baths in Cider Lake. That's an unexpected answer. Is it because of Klee's taste? Mm-hmm. Klee showed me a photo of her mom. She's super tall. And usually, kids don't grow shorter than their parents, so that means Klee's gonna be tall too. Are your parents short? Klee said that she loves the freshly blasted baths from Cider Lake, and her mom likes it too. So that must mean that the bath there is super good for you, and it probably helps you grow taller. It's easy, I can get you a couple myself. I happen to know a little thing about Klee's fishing blasting method. Really? You don't have to go through all that trouble. Now that I think about it, buying freshly caught fish and grilling them the local way should be just as good, right? After all, even bass that's been blasted out of the lake still needs to be cooked properly before you can eat it. I'll try it myself first. Okay, so that's Sayu. Does Amber have any new lines? Hey there, Honorary Knight. The cross-country race turned out really successful, right? Besides Jade pitching, there's a few other events too. You may run into plenty of familiar faces. You seem pretty busy lately. Busy? Me? I wouldn't say that. Unless my schedule's packed with patrols and battles, it doesn't really count as busy. When we met at Sumeru, I was off duty and on vacation. I was just having fun helping Kale with a few things, nothing tiring at all. And it's the same as this time. Just lending a hand with some small tasks here and there around the camp, no pressure whatsoever. Plus, the Knights of Favonius have all been reorganizing. Master Jean's planning to assign me a few helpers, so my schedule won't be as packed as before. One of them is really a really talented trainee named Gretel. She'll be learning outsider skills from me and hopefully start handling some of the easier tasks soon. So you're getting an apprentice? Nothing like that. I'm just sharing a few basic skills, nothing special. I'll still be the Knight's one and only independent outrider. I wonder if they are getting some new characters and these are just like hints. Master Jean mentioned that the Knights have learned a lot over the years and we plan on forming a separate recon squad. Instead, each squad's going to develop its own recon team based on their specific duties and strengths. The way I'm training Gretel will be used as an example in the teaching materials to inspire future training across all squads. So you're getting the standard now, the instructors of instructors? Pretty much. To do that, I'll have to write a ton of reports and summaries. That's when things will really start getting busy. Paper like that always gives me a headache. It's not my strong suit at all. At times like this, I should ask Eula about advice. She always balances her missions and captain's desk duties perfectly. The only downside is, every now and again she gets so busy and practically vanishes. I'll pass on that. And congrats on making a new friend. You mean Yanfei? I guess I should be congratulating myself too. When Eula first told me about this legal expert, I was a little worried she'd be too strict. But once we met, I realized I was worrying for nothing. Though we like different foods, I prefer different kind of books, and have such different stories and experience in the past. But it's incredible that many things we enjoy fall into the areas the other isn't familiar with, yet has always been curious about. That's why whenever we're hanging out, there's a natural sense of familiarity. When we went camping, we just kept chatting under the stars until way past midnight. What did you talk about? All sorts of things. Oh, sorry, that was probably Lumine. All sorts of things. One topic was about the limits of action. It gave me a lot to think about. Like, if you found a suspicious lead but need to enter a citizen's yard to investigate, how do you carry out the task in a way that keeps Mondstadt safe without infringing upon people's rights? Lima has a well-developed regulations for systems like this. We as knights could do much to learn from them. Maybe we'll invite Yanfei to come and be as a consultant more often in the future. And Klee. I'm so happy right now. Are you happy too, Miss Honorary Knight? It's always fun when we're with you. Let's keep playing hide and seek. The first time I saw this game, people were playing it on a table. But I thought if we really tried acting like the characters in the game, so I told Albedo that idea. And Albedo just happened to make these super magical things. What were they called again? Oh yeah, alchemy gadgets. They're just like whopper flowers. We put the gadgets all around the hide and seek area, and they can look like all sorts of little boxes. Then we can play using the same rules as the tabletop game. Hide and seek is even cooler now. I come to Dragonspine to see Albedo all the time, so I'm not afraid of the cold. Miss Honorary Knight, you have to be careful, okay? Don't catch a cold. Anything else fun to share? Yeah, some really strong-looking ladies came all the way from Natlan and gave me a special kind of storybook. It's called a comic. The people in the comics are all so cool. I want to draw them about Mondstadt, too. Like Miss Honorary Knight going on a big treasure hunting adventure with Klee. And stories about Mom and her friends, too. Auntie Nicole, Aunt Barbie, and Aunt Octavia. Those are all the witches. And then my new friends, Yao Yao and Sayu. They both have really magical skills. They're amazing. There's so many fun things, I couldn't fit them all into even thousands of pages. Making the next One Piece. We're all cheering for you, Klee. He's gonna be a great comic artist. But I can't get that effect with crayons. It seems I need some special tools. I still have to learn some drawing techniques from Albedo. You'd be surprised what you can do with crayons, Clee.
Albedo's been working overtime, and he gets really tired, so I shouldn't make him even more tired. So when Albedo isn't busy anymore, I'll go learn properly from him. Oh, one more thing. Yoimiya came to visit too. It's been so long since I last saw her, back when we went to Inazuma for the reading festival.
You mean the Idori festival?
When Yoimiya was passing by, I spotted her from super far away. Then I showed her around Mondstadt, walking all over town and trying lots of yummy foods you can only get here. I also want to take her fish blasting, but Master Jean said there's lots of foreign visitors in the city lately, and we can't scare them, or it might give Mondstadt a bad reputation.
You did a great job of being a good host. She's really growing up to be responsible.
There's definitely more chances to go fish blasting later. I can be patient.
Yay, the child is learning patience. She's growing.
I really want to see Yoimiya's fireworks exploding over Cider Lake in the shape of a goldfish.
Okay, that's probably everyone. So, a gift from Yae Publishing House. Miko is reading the latest work, hot off the press. Time remaining 17 days? Is this a continuation of... Let me check something. Is that its own thing? Or is that this? I didn't check to see when it appeared. Wonderland themes, as fun as they would be. Yeesh. I don't see it. Snowrealm visitors at Yae Publishing House Miko's video. Oh, okay. It is part of it. It's just like a little wrap up, I think.
Hello there, little one. What a lovely surprise. Where have your travels taken you recently?
You tell Miko about Minnie, the Legion of Soul Bears and the Dragon Spine race.
They all sound quite adorable. It must have been quite an adventure for them, coming from far and wide, crossing national boundaries to meet with kindred spirits. Ah, it's a tale filled with the romance of youth. The Soulblazer saga seems to have quite a strong following. Maybe it's time to run another round of reprints. With such a dedicated fan base, it's only right to throw a token of gratitude their way.
Yes, please. If only the manga that I'm trying to recollect will do the same thing. A couple volumes that I'm missing finally came back online recently, and they were $700. And I don't know what's worse about that. The fact that they were that expensive, or the fact that they disappeared within a day, which means people bought them at that price. Oh my gosh, it's not in the budget.
How about some free comic books, There's quite a large group of you. I'll need to make sure there's enough to go around.
Thanks, I'll be sure to share them with the group.
These are first edition prints. You won't find them for sale anywhere. Take good care of them now.
Return to the camp and place the gift. Welcome to Yae Publishing House. Anything new? Someone sent me to find a couple books. Is that a... I'll check on that later. Just in case. I don't know what that's about. Where am I going? Mondstadt. Can I... There we go. It wasn't loading the map properly. Can I just warp to here? Okay, but if they can do this, that means they can clearly add more teleport points. Please add a few more activated waypoints at certain locations. Begging.
Miko gave us a pretty generous stash of comics. Since the plan is to share them with the group, why don't we display them somewhere that everyone can see? Let's put them near the book stand at the Legion of Soulblazers camp. That way, it'll be easy for people to browse.
You're at borrow a bookcase and arrange the comics for Mika on the shelves.
Nice! It's looking good! Now people can come and pick some out when they're free!
Some people are already skimming them over, too. Oh, this is different. I didn't see you two here.
Before you guys arrived, I did some more artwork for Nepeka. It's boxed up and sitting on my desk, ready to go. Could you wait for me here, Shilonen? I'll run home and grab it. I'll try not to be too long.
Are you kidding me? I'm not waiting here. I'll come with you.
Oh, even better. Then you can come in for a snack.
Sweet. Lead the way.
Before you guys could you wait for me?
Are you kidding me?
Oh,
Okay, it's the same thing.
Sweet.
Let me just look at the thing. Hero's gift. So we get the Rainbow Serpent Rainbow. Astral Whispers Beyond the Sacred Throne. It's an energy recharge weapon. I'm kind of trying to see what it looks like. An ancient ceremonial weapon passed down by the masters of the Nightwind. The dark bow is forever wreathed in an unshakable chill. Who are you good for? Serpent Rainbow. Does it say? Characters it's good for. Jehoda, Auroran, Faruzan. Could be decent on Faruzan. It depends. It depends on how well it works. Attack is increased by 28% for 8 seconds after equipping a character. Attacks with opponent while the equipped character is off field. I don't know if I need to raise Faruzan attacks though. Kale, Yelan, Sarah, Ganyu, Fischl, and Venti. Probably Jehoda's, let's be real. And the Refined Heart. Specialized refinement material for Rainbow Serpent's Rainbow. A slightly colored, extensively crafted finger and guard worn by the archers. The accuracy of an arrow hinges on the archer's experience. The more one draws the bowstring with focused breath, the more seamless the bow and arrow move in unison. To knock and draw is to temper the spirit. The wear on the guard reflects the sharpness of the archer's resolve. And we already got all the points, I think. Yep, okay. So that's done. All that's missing is the fun and games, which means I don't know what the remaining quest is for. Where is it? Right here. Details. Refine. Add. It's still weird that it's all goes into one slot now instead of all 4. Just remove the other slots. And now it does up to 56 for 8 seconds instead of the 20-something. Okay, details, can enhance, let's see. I have some of these. Might be able to enhance it a little bit. Okay, is this the new form? I think it does it at 40, right?
Wait.
Okay, there we go.
Huh?
And we get a standee.
Whatever.
Let me just check something really quick. Cat's tail, enter the ruins. It's Pavonius. Go to Grand Abercrombie Shrine. Something seems to be happening at the Grand Abercrombie Shrine. This quest to unlock Traveler's Tales, make a wish. Maybe I can just do something there. I want to check something. I'll see what that was about. I might accidentally open up a whole new quest that I don't intend to do tonight, but... Kuroda. Someone sent me to find a couple books. If you're looking for books that involve the quest, seat Lolly, a little girl in Azuma, and you get them from Kuroda at Yai Publishing House. Talk to him to get the specific books for her. Pretty please. Kitsune Guje and Shogun Almighty to help finish her story quest and make her happy. Which rewards you with items and progress in her storyline after you return to her house. Oh. You describe the books that Sea Lally wants to Kuroda. The first edition of Shogun Almighty Reborn is riding with unlimited power, and the limited deluxe edition of Pretty Please Kitsune Guji? I must say, your friend clearly knows a thing or two. In terms of collection value, nothing at Yae Publishing House is currently putting out that can rival the books you're after. To think I'm not acquainted with such a discerning reader, truly regrettable. Are they still available? You won't find either of them in the open market, and certainly none in storage. Every copy was snapped up long ago. However, I do happen to have a copy of each. I can pay you for them. No, these books would be far better off in your friend's possession, someone who can appreciate their true worth. Knowing that, I'll be more than happy to give them to you. If only getting my manga was that easy. Give them to Sea Lally? Huh. As for Sea Lally's books, take them back to Sea Lally's house and place them on her desk to complete part of the quest. You'll get more dialogue and rewards after the next daily reset? Huh. Okay. I don't remember where her house is. I'll do that some other time, I think, maybe. It'll appear when it appears. Okay, so that's what that quest is about. Mondstadt. For the atmosphere, if I can navigate. I know where I'm going. I totally know where I'm going. Okay, there we go. A good spot, probably right here by the book stand, since I do believe we have accomplished everything in Soulblazers Snowbound Journey. We did it. It's complete. I don't need to do any more wind trace. I could for the primos, and I might in my own time, but I already got the thing I came for, and therefore I don't need to do more of it, and everything else is finished there. So with that, I already have Varessa. So I guess we're going for Shilonen. And we get coming. I didn't look to see it was on right up. Okay, that is the poll. I don't see Jehoda on this banner. Maybe she's on another one. I don't know if she's either upcoming or has already been on a banner. But let's check out... Where are you gumming? Plum blossoms underfoot. When Gumming receives healing and in this instance of healing overflows, his attack will be increased by 20% for 5 seconds. Okay. So there we go. That is it for now. I got a winter Genshin holiday stream done before the actual holiday, which means less stress. Hooray! It's finally happened. It only took 5 years to have one where I'm not just completely feeling like I'm in a pressure cooker, but that'll probably change starting tomorrow. But there we go. All done. So for now, this is where I'm going to leave it off. If you are watching on Twitch, this video will remain up for 2 weeks, but if you're watching on YouTube, then I probably recorded this a long time ago because I'm going to be putting this in the Nod Cry playlist and releasing it approximately when it would have come out in the actual story. So, limited time video for a while. So with that, like and subscribe if you want to see more Genshin Impact. Check me out on Twitch if you want these events closer to when they actually release and when I actually play them. And I hope to see you all in future streams. Bye-bye.